Welcome everybody to the Royalsby opener for the year. My name's Aaron, and I'm going to be one of your casters today. And with me is...
Hi, I'm Ryan, first time caster.
Thank you all for joining us tonight for this game. URI is going to be on red side, and on the blue side is going to be Norwich University from Vermont. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Monday evening. Prime time, better than Monday Night Football. And the first bans are coming through here. Yasuo ban and the Misfortune ban, both target bans for either player. No unexpected bans so far.
Tristana ban. Interesting.
Well, we know our ADC, Karma, plays a bit of Tristana. He's been playing a lot of Tristana lately. He's pretty decent with Tristana. We've seen him a lot in the LAN events, and not a surprising ban. But this pick ban is actually going by pretty quick. Some more bans being brought down. That's a Jax ban for Norwich and a Renekton ban for URI. And that's unfortunate for Norwich University. You know, he has 110 games being played on Misfortune. The next highest is a Jhin with 18, so he's a one-trick Misfortune player, it seems. So obviously the target ban is necessary and a good idea for URI.
Interesting Malzahar ban. It doesn't seem like anyone on Norwich plays him. Perhaps URI is thinking of a pick that gets countered by Malzahar?
Ah, well, I get why does it sound off?
Darius locked in, though.
Hmm, interesting here. Ah, there we go.
Oh.
Sound was off.
Uh, Zac Efron picking, or at least hovering his signature champ, his namesake, Zac. Will he lock it in, though?
I'm pretty sure he'll lock it in, and that's actually a so. Although Ginger Swag picks the Thresh, that was one of their plans was to give it to Cheech Frank in the support role. Not a support player, but you know he was recently added to the roster, and with the transition from Jason from URI B to URI A, he had to pick up support for this match, just because you know the team had been practicing with Jack Karma as the ADC, so they definitely put some priority on the Thresh. And now the first picks coming in from Norwich, Darius and Brand. What do you think about that?
Darius Brand, well, and Kane, wow. It looks like Norwich is going for a very steamrolly comp, hit face, do a lot of damage, big AoE. Uh, However, with the Thresh, I can see that Brand and that Darius getting thwarted pretty easily.
And now the Kane's actually being locked in too. Uh, I got a question. You know, is Kane actually going to be good into the comp that URI's picked so far? So the Zac they picked the Kane with seeing Zac and Thresh. I'm not sure if Kane would really be good picking into them.
I don't think so either. Thresh just has a lot of peel for the AD carry. Zac has a lot of CC as well. The Yorick pick coming out from URI though, it looks like they're thinking of a top lane to try to match Darius.
It's a pretty good duel. I think I'd put it in Yorick's favor just a bit. Just you know, both of them have a huge amount of sustain, so they're both going to be healing each other off each other the entire laning phase. I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a kill go over to URI in the top lane, but I think it's going to be a pretty even match.
Lucian and Swain banned away. And now Leona also banned away.
I question the Leona ban. Looking at their statistics here, I'm not seeing too many games from Norwich playing with this Leona. So, you know, you have to wonder if that's just them, you know, saying we have a Thresh already picked as support. Who are we going to? Who's our biggest concern? So, I mean, I can see that, but I don't know. I feel like there could have been a few better bans than Leona.
Definitely. Xayah locked in for Jack on URI. Pretty good champion into that comp though. The Feathered Storm lets them get away from a lot of the from the Kayn and the Darius. Very good. Oh, but Sivir gives them a lot of mobility on Norwich.
Yeah, and that's going to be playing heavily into their engage comp. So, Sivir Ultimate's going to be pretty good onto the Kayn, onto the Darius. Darius can go into that backline. The Featherstorm will be able to save Xayah once, but if Xayah blows her Featherstorm on, you know, getting caught or something, possibly by a Blitzcrank hook. So
Oh,
Blitzcrank being locked in now from Norwich.
heavy engage comp from Norwich. Very very different kind of engage comp, but still an engage comp nonetheless. They're gonna be looking for that Xayah, who seems to be the only main damage dealer locked in for URI so far. Unless we see Cam picking his mid laner, and it's Rise.
He did want the Yasuo, but the Yasuo was banned out, first ban. Pick up the Rise, which I think is going to be very good into their comp. Once again, showing the strength of both an engage and disengage comp URI has. So it's both sides really have similar team comps, similar team strategies. Uh, I think that it's all going to be whether or not this Blitzcrank is able to land hooks onto the backline, so onto the Zion, onto the Rise.
Yes, I also agree with that. It does look like URI might have better split pushing later in the game, so the later this game goes on, the better for URI. I can see the early game edge being Norwich's though, with the Blitzcrank and the Darius.
And then you have to wonder, are we going to see an invade? And I think it's a good idea for Norwich to invade, just because they have the Blitzcrank grab, they have the Darius grab as well. So
Is
it,
is
it
this
should.
Kane locking in with Smite Ignite?
He actually is. So now that we're in the little spectator delay, we can talk about summoner spells, because we're not supposed to do that before it locks for if either team is looking at it. They're technically not supposed to see the other team's summoner spells. So yeah, he's not taking a flash here, so they're going to be able to take advantage of that, and we might actually see both sides try to invade that.
Honestly, URI should invade here if they see that this Kane has no flash, he has no real way to get out. They could just kill him early and then completely ruin his jungle tempo for the rest of the game. Kane behind early is not a pretty thing to see.
And Jason actually pointed this out in the Twitch chat here. If Darius starts grab, he loses all early pressure. Um, and he's right. And if Kane gets caught for some reason, he's going to have to use his uh, wall walking ability. I don't know the actual name of it.
Shadow Step.
Yeah, he's gonna have to start Shadow Step, which is gonna be terrible on his jungle. So Kane either has two options here if URI invades. They can either just die straight outright, or take an ability that is not going to be conducive to a good jungle clear.
And don't underestimate URI's invade either. Like just because Blitzcrank is the stronger of the supports for invading, you still have Rise CC with Zac CC and Yorick Wall as well. It might take away some of his early pressure, but one Yorick Wall onto a priority target like that Kane, and they're just dead.
And even Thresh, he could just simply flay to mess up any type of flash opportunities from Norwich. So going into the game, obviously it's already happened at this point. Um, do you think URI invades, or do you think Norwich invades?
I could see it happening. Honestly, I could see both invading. I could see a skirmish near the Pixel Bush on Dragon side. Um, I think what Norwich should do is have the Kane just farm Raptors and have their team position around the entrance near Pixel Brush and hope to get a pick there. An invade could be very messy from both sides, so if I were them, I would just play defense.
Yeah, I think that's their best bet here. Um, even possibly Kane having him start blue side, so he's at least away from the initial threat of that invade.
Yeah, and if Kane starts blue side, he can always take his camps quick. After all, Kane has a very good early clear. He could take blue sentinel, move to scuttler on top side, take wolves, take raptors, take red, and he'll be level 3 to gank bot lane if he wants to. Very very strong early clear. I don't know if Norwich wants to try to throw it away with a hasty invade.
And Jason says, I think URI doesn't want to invade. Their early damage is very lackluster. Um, I can.
But their early CC
Their early
is
CC
very
is
good.
very impactful. Uh, he's right though. They do not have too much damage. So if Ryze takes, his CC ability first, that eliminates him as the damage dealer. And Xayah is not really known for her level 1. So I think he brings up a good point.
That's a good point, yeah. Also, with the double ignite coming from the Kane, you do have that extra kill pressure early, at the cost of basically the better summoner spell.
Oh, I noticed that I made a mistake here. That is not supposed to be URIA, and it's supposed to be URIB. There we go. And that's easily fixed. So as we're loading into the game here, let's start taking a look at the keystones. Any surprises here?
I'm looking. Precision from Zach as a secondary is interesting to me. I can only think he's taking possibly Triumph with the Tenacity one.
Yeah, I don't know. That is quite odd.
Is an odd one to forsake water walking or even just the free stopwatch for that, but you know, I'm game to see how it works. Also, it looks like lethal tempo on Zaya rather than fleet footwork.
I thought she
Very-
would have gone fleet footwork, but I am a little
Neither
bit.
AD carry has actually gone fleet footwork, which
No.
is very surprising.
Press
to
the
me.
attack from Sivir. That makes sense though. Jason, the one trick Darius player, who currently is banned. It says grasp on Darius is pathetic compared to Conqueror, and again I have to agree with him.
Also, TP Flash Darius. Darius is looking for split pushing potential in the late game. Not going Flash Ghost, which is the typical thing you see in Darius nowadays. So he's forsaken early kill pressure for the team, which I can appreciate.
All right, and we're loading into the game here, and both sides looking to set up. Any surprises on the starting items? Zaya's picking up a Doran's shield rather than a Doran's sword. Both sides seems to be racing now. And looks like Dorwich might be setting up an invade, and Yorai setting up a defense here. Both wards are into the pixel bush, so nothing should come out of that.
Yep, and both sides pixel bushes at that. So it looks like that invade we were talking about hyping up, not gonna happen.
Yeah, Doran's sword. Oh, wow, that's a nice meme. We can add that to the meme list. It's Doran's blade. Blitzcrank over here spamming the jokes. And a lot of wards on the side of Yorai. So Yorai already has 4 wards down. So, you know, Norwich has the invade advantage coming in around the 2-minute mark as soon as those wards begin to expire. But, you know, they don't actually know how many wards were used. And Norwich starting off red, and Yorai starting off blue, and the first minions begin to crash along the mid lane.
First blood drawn, Brand hitting Rise in the mid lane. Nice chunk of damage.
Yeah, that burn is definitely something that he's gonna have to keep an eye on.
Very interesting. Neither mid laner opting to go for the corrupting pot time warp tonic, which is you see so often now. Honestly, a misplay by both of them in my opinion. Time warp tonic is just so strong right now.
Plus the corrupting potion, it adds a little bit of damage, and a lot of people don't actually realize it until post game when they see the damage from it is, you know, fairly decent. Yeah, it adds a little bit, not too much. And already seeing a skirmish in the top lane. Exactly what we said was going to happen. The 5 stacks go on to Ginger Swag, having to back up a little bit underneath his own tower, heal up. But already some interesting skirmishes in the mid lane and the top lane, but URI loses out on both of those.
An expected out trade by the Darius and by the Brand early game. I mean, the level 1 and 2s of those champions is just way better than their counterparts in this case, but it'll definitely be more interesting to see how they skirmish once they have all of their abilities.
For sure, and I think I would actually give it to Ginger Swag. As soon as he has down a few of those ghoul spawns with his Q, and already, again, another skirmish. Ginger Swag having to force out the flash there.
Away.
What was that? Was that? Oh, it's actually...
Here comes Zach.
Yeah, so he actually used this flash to get in there.
Jungler's here. Oh, he's walled off.
Ooh, it's
Zach's
gonna be
die here,
close.
but he has
Zach...
the passive up.
And that first...
blood for your eye.
Wow, so it actually falls off, and now we're seeing a full-on dive here.
The ignite comes out though.
The ignite does come out, and now we see URI trading the 1-for-1. Zach goes back in.
That's
He's
going
able to
back
clap
in.
him, and that's actually going to be... Wow.
Well done, engaged by the Zach. That's a 2-for-1 with the ignite down.
But now we look at bot lane. There's another skirmish going on. Otaku taking a lot of damage. That backs off. URI wins that trade. Definitely interesting that the Kayn stayed as long as he did, knowing that Zac had most of his abilities up. Loses the Cell division, but well worth it.
Definitely. Taking Krugs right now. That's gonna probably give him a nice hefty sum of gold if he goes back here. Another skirmish in the top lane.
Yeah, already 3 stacks going on to Ginger Swag. Jason would be happy with how this Darius is playing so far, I believe. You know, he's getting down those stacks fairly easy, and Ginger Swag allowing that to happen.
Typical bot lane stuff. Sivir should have the early push on Xayah. And there's always the constant threat of Blitzcrank hook. So it looks like oh, hook coming out from Frank, not gonna land.
Yeah, that's alright. Ooh, and the ghouls start spawning, as that's going to be a little bit of damage onto Mediso, Darius in the top lane. Also, for those that watching right now, who do you think is going to win Game 1? There is a link inside of the chat. Submit your vote. Yeah, who do you think is going to win this match?
Very close. I think URI, if it goes to late game, could pull it out. But early game, Norwich definitely has the advantage. So it's all going to depend on how well Norwich can use their early advantage with strong early game champions, and how well URI can not give them that advantage and transfer the neutral game state into late game. Oh, early hook onto Blitzcrank. He's going in.
He's going in. The Aftershock is going to prevent him from taking too much damage there. Otaku trying to look for a clean hook, it seems, but he's not going to find anything. And they are going to actually just opt to back off here.
Kane's going bot lane, actually. But Zac Efron's also hovering near bot lane. This could turn into a skirmish.
And again, with the skirmishes up top, the Grasp of the Undying healing Darius, keeping him healthy, but both sides are...
There's the Kane.
That's an interesting spell shield.
Juke. Very well done, Juke, by the Thresh.
Yeah, that was a very interesting spell shield, though, by the Sivir. I'm not sure if she was waiting for them to possibly turn the fight around, but they were really in the... they didn't really have the option to turn on that. If they turned, they were most likely dead, so, you know, questionable shield there by the Sivir.
Something else that I find interesting, if you look at Zac's item, Zac has opted to forsake his jungle item, or to upgrade it to an actual smite, and instead he goes for the Bambi Cinder.
I think he just wants that, yeah, Zac's jungle clear isn't, you know, the best out of all the jungles. It's not really too fast, so, you know, he's allowing that passive damage. And we're seeing another skirmish in the bot lane. This time, Brand has joined the fight.
Another roam, a hook onto the Xayah. That's a double kill for Newwich. Oh, but they get a return kill onto the Blitzcrank.
Yeah, Brand blows his ultimate, comes down bot. There was not a single missing ping on the map for URI.
No wards either.
We don't actually know if they're communicating that, you know, the roam was happening. But they had no wards in the river, so, you know, you have to question whether or not URI made that call. And now we're seeing Cam in a little bit of trouble in the mid lane.
Having a flash.
You have to respect the Brand damage right now, although he just has a Blasting Wand. Brand, one of the stronger champions in the game currently. That burn is just going to slowly wear you down.
Can't forget also that Kayn has Ignite, so the early kill pressure on this Kayn is insane. Even though what he lacks in mobility for Forsaking the Flash, he's going to make up for in damage, hopefully.
So around the 8-minute mark, both sides tied in gold. And everybody's now hitting their level 6s besides the bot lane. And another skirmish in the top lane. Both have bone plating, so not too much damage.
Might win this one, but Kayn is coming up, and he has the Ignite up. This could be a kill.
Yeah,
Flash is up for Ginger Swag. Will he have to use it?
Yeah, he's gonna have to flash out there, and there's the flash, but the flash follows up, and that's gonna be Kayn killing. Oh, but is he gonna get a return kill? And he is!
He does!
Wow. That was a very questionable play once again by the Kayn. And now we're seeing Zac start to rotate up towards the top. No vision in the river. Will Zac go in? Zac goes in onto the Darius. The damage is coming out. No healing.
There we go.
So URI wins off that on a 2-for-1.
Very well done rotation by URI there. Getting it 2-for-1.
Ooh, Cam taking a bit of damage now. Both sides giving
taking
away the
tower.
damage. Ooh, but that damage is not going to be enough.
Just inside tower range when he got stunned, so he took about 2 to 3 shots, and versus Brand, he can't afford to take that extra damage.
A lot of pings going on that top side for Norwich. They're pinging the deep ward, so Brand has TP ready. I think we're about to see a TP play here, catching Yorick off in the top lane. Yeah, Brand's actually going to be going back here. Yorick unfamiliar that there is a ward in his back line. I'm expecting a TP play here in a moment.
Oh,
There it is.
There's the TP. Doesn't seem like Yorick notices.
He does not notice. That's going to be probably Ginger Swag going down here.
That's going to be a kill for Newich. And he gives up the kill to Darius to hopefully extend his lead. And well done by Newich. Good TP flank. Pretty bad awareness by the Yorick there, unfortunately. Should have been able to see that TP.
When I saw Norwich just spamming that ward, I knew that something was going to happen up top. And a very good play there. Good deep ward. Cheech stealing a farm away from Jack there.
Unfortunate.
Zach finally completing his jungle item.
Stopwatch is coming out for the Yorick and for the Thresh now. So those are available in case they want to possibly engage or bait with them. And Zach is hovering around top lane.
I don't think he's going to have anything come out of it, although Darius doesn't have vision. He does have vision in the river. Not spotted, though, so both junglers are invisible currently. Darius roaming down towards the mid lane, going to clear up the vision in the pixel bush.
Now, if they're Darius having a lead and some vision control in the topside river, Newich could possibly look for a Rift Herald play here.
And Ginger Swag going to be face checking this bush, but puts out a ward. He's got one ghoul on him. That's going to pop the bone plating. That's really unfortunate. Still,
well, they say it really do be like that sometime. As Ginger Swag just keeps poking Darius, but Kayn is here.
Yeah, Kane's looking for another gank.
They know Flash is down for Yorick.
And this is it. He's overstepped his boundaries right there. Kayn going in.
Away.
Wow. Very
well done. Well placed wall. Can he escape? It doesn't look like it. That's going to be the ultimate, and he goes down once again.
both ultimates used there. So once again, you know, although Norwich is getting the kill on that, they're expending unnecessary resources on the kill. They really only needed one of those ultimates, and both are used trying to get the kill, probably out of greed.
Yes, and Kayn also can't afford to be without ultimate for the most part. Without Flash, he really has no escape or engage tools. So he's very reliant on that ultimate in order to survive. Black Cleaver purchase coming out from Darius. Massive lead over the Yorick right now.
Yeah, Yorick just has the Sheen right now. Probably going to be rushing a Trinity Force, and here comes bot lane.
A quick lantern from Frank for the Xayah. Pulls her out. Crisis averted.
I would have flashed to not take the lantern. Never take the lantern.
You never trust your supports.
Thresh actually already has his.
Oh, it looks like
both sides
Kayn
have
has
their wards.
transformed into the superior champion Rost.
And again,
Very
Otaku
engaged.
Warrior misses his hook there, gets the field goal, 3 points.
Feathers coming out from Xayah. Flash as well, and Lantern. TP from Ryze though.
And Brand blows his ultimate there, has nobody to
Brand's
bounce
down.
to.
That's shutdown gold.
Now
They're gonna keep
Otaku.
going. Zach
Wow.
and the Realm Warp. Oh, there's no way they're gonna wait for this one. Darius TPing in the backline. Big ult from Zac Efron.
Oh.
Kaisa has to kite out the Darius, but Darius doesn't have ult, so he might not even be able to kill her. He does actually kill her. Never mind.
This is actually a very interesting
coming
fight. Looks like
Very scattered team fight.
the stopwatch comes out there from Cheech. Otaku Warrior seems to be the next target for URI. And they're actually able to kill
Darius goes
Darius
down the
just
back line.
before. Reaper, the last one alive. Slingshot catches him. No hook, though. There's the
The
ultimate.
ultimate's back up. Full
Wow,
heal.
that heal.
It looks like he's still gonna go down for it though. That's a delayed ace for URI, and York didn't even have to TP.
That was a very interesting fight, very boosted fight, kind of hard to follow.
Lots of fighting happening on a lot of fronts. But like you said earlier, they didn't have to use both ultimates top, and as a result, Darius didn't have guillotine for that last fight, so he wasn't able to kill Xayah fast.
Yeah, Darius had the max stacks onto the Xayah. If Xayah were to die by the guillotine there, I could easily see that team fight going over Norwich's favor just from the damage. But you know, they used both ultimates top in a competition for the kill, and they pay for it.
Yep, they're gonna lose top lane pressure. They're gonna lose their gold lead. Blue buff being given over to Zac Efron actually.
Wow, he's toxic.
Banned.
Hey, Rise, you want to help me leash this blue? I'll pretend to give it to you. Well, thanks for the leash, man.
Are we allowed to discuss gold leads? Like actual gold leads?
Yeah.
So right now, Darius is about 1,000 gold ahead of the York, which is to be expected. But the Zac is almost 1,200 gold above this Kayn, and mid lane and bot lane are also winning in gold. So it looks like Newich has pulled too many resources onto this Darius and not enough elsewhere in the map. URI could very easily outscale them at this point if they just keep playing safe.
Yeah, alright. First tower is still on the field, though. Darius pushing up that top tower. So a first tower gold could easily turn the tides of the gold advantage to Norwich.
Rost may be setting up for a gank in the bot lane. Nope, he's just going to put a couple wards in blue side jungle for URI, and he's going to walk away.
Darius roaming down towards the mid lane. I think they're going to try to do a mid lane push here for that first tower. Flame Pillar. Massive damage, but there's the fight. He takes off about a third HP. Zac goes in. He's able to catch him. This might be him going down here. The ultimate goes out. It's going to do damage, but it's not going to be enough to kill either.
Waste of the ult there from the brand. Very well played by the Zac and by the Rise. Just catch him out for overextending. Brand used probably his most vital cooldown. The only thing that makes him good in fights. URI is going to clear out Dragon. Might look to do it soon.
So Ben in the chat, Poop16 for all of you, says at least both the A and B team junglers are consistent with their blue buff policy. As part of the part of the A team, what do you think about that?
Josh never gives me fucking blue buff, dude. He plays Kindred and he doesn't give me blue buff when I'm on fucking Rise. Like, Josh, if you're listening to this, give me blue buff if you want to win games. Phase Rush popped by Rise, so he gets away from that scot-free, even though he should have fucking died.
Yep, and there's another skirmish going on the top side. Darius catches him off, but another skirmish also in the mid lane.
Zac Efron going in. Snared Brand. There's fights all over the map.
Yeah.
Camera's going crazy.
Camera's going insane. Reapers heals a lot of health on that. Oh,
looking like they're gonna get this kill.
Is that Frank, the support main, landing a sick hook, able to get the double kill bot lane? Two kills going over.
This guy was told a week ago he had to switch mains from support
whoa.
or from AD carry to support.
He wasn't told a week ago. He wasn't told a week ago. He was told like 3 days ago.
I'm giving him even less credit. Extended top lane skirmish with the spooky music top lane. You hear that?
Yeah, I do. Is this Twisted Tree Line?
Looks like Darius is going to use literally all of his mana, so...
Yeah, I can definitely see why Jason says that this Darius isn't really that great on Darius. URI picking up their first dragon have upped the game. It's a Cloud Drake.
The best Drake.
I would actually say that the Cloud Drake is probably the most advantageous to URI. You know, they do have a hard engaged comp. Helped them kite back from the Norwich's hard engaged comp. So Cloud Drake's kind of a good commodity in this game.
Yeah, with no real way to effectively close the gap between their teams, you know, there's gonna need to be some very well done stuff, like movement wise, by Newich. I mean, I just can't see how Darius and Kayn are gonna get in without Blitzcrank landing a hook.
Alright, I do want to take a moment just to point out, look at Jack's trinket. He has 2 wards available, not a single one planted.
Ooh.
And URI's ward score all across the board is horrendous.
One of the highest numbers right now is Frank, who is playing support. You know, as to be expected. He's trying to hard carry with vision. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like his team wants him to.
Yeah, I don't think top lane has
I
bought
have
a single
spilled
pink ward.
soda on my phone. I apologize.
Oh, well. Was it Samsung or iPhone?
It was a iPhone, so.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. TP's come out top. Their stopwatch is popped from the Yorick. Yorick trying to escape here, unable to do so.
Flash ultimate, but it looks like he's gonna go down. Blitzcrank is top lane. Flash is over the wall. Looks like he should get away. Oh!
No, he does not.
Very well predicted E by Zac Efron. Zac Efron honestly doing wonders this game for his team. Being everywhere he needs to be, getting the really good engages, getting the really good ultimates. Zac Efron is shaping up to be the MVP for URI this game.
Yeah,
They're gonna move on to the Rep Herald.
talking to URI before this match, they wanted to play Zac, and I can see why. Zac Efron doing very well on Zac. The question is, are they going to be able to finish off this Rift Herald before it expires?
Sivir AFK walks into Thresh, and it's probably gonna die.
Oh, is that the support main? Oh, a fail flash though.
Mad Life has actually joined URI's team. The Brand is now trapped within the wall. He's gonna have to flash out. A lot of damage from the Brand ultimate, not gonna be enough. Zac Efron chasing in, no Brand ultimate. He's gonna die. Lots of CC.
Oh, Mad Life.
Miss hook.
So that just evolved into a whole monkey fight there. It all
URI
started
might
with
be moving on to Baron here.
it all started with the face check from the Sivir, the AFK, alt tab. I'm gonna run.
Yeah, just walked right into that Thresh. I don't know what happened. Maybe after the game, Newich will say that they DC'd. Who knows? It looks like URI is gonna forsake the Baron play and go for top lane. Potentially a bad play, but perhaps we're not confident in their Baron taking abilities.
I think it was a good call not to go Baron this early in the game. They don't want to risk their gold lead currently. And looking at the map, you have bot lane that's going to be in a crash. They just lost mid lane, so they actually just need to reset there and not 5-man a tier 1 tower. But
yeah, they did not need to 5-man that. Yorick could have done the job plenty easy on his own. Cam might actually die for being greedy and taking blue buff.
oh, he's
Ross
able to
just
realm
gets
warp
to
out.
Shadow walk away. Looks like Cam actually did not die from that somehow. Oh, he had to
Yeah,
wait
he
for
realm warped out.
good move, balance move. Newich is gonna get control of Baron area, vision-wise, and looks like they're gonna try to reset.
And for the first time in the game, there are more URI wards than Norwich wards.
Is that true?
It was for like a third of a second until Sivir placed her wards, so it counts.
Putting all your wards in bot lane when there's nothing there is something you shouldn't do, but it does make Aaron wrong, so I approve. It's looking like all of Newich is around the bot side, so URI is going to try to push mid here.
Well, they have the vision on the Baron, but I don't think it's a good call sending your entire team to the bot side, because, you know, URI, although they don't have any Mountain Drakes, they don't have a quick Baron, they do have priority on that Baron as long as you're in bot lane first.
Looks like they're just going to try to ARAM here, you know, the classic strat. The top wave for URI is getting decimated. There's a huge Newich wave that's going to crash into their tower very soon. They're going to definitely want to send someone to farm that. It looks like York's doing that as we speak.
Yeah, URI has to reset their waves, because bot lane as well is going to be start pushing down towards URI, and I think Jack's now just realizing that. It's going to push them out.
The two people who should be farming top and bot lane respectively are farming their lanes respectively. It looks like that's going to cost them a dragon? No, that's not a...
No, Dragon's not up for another 40 seconds.
I don't know, they grouped around it for no reason, I guess.
It's going to be Cloud Drake number 2 of the game.
Cloud Drake is very good this game for both.
Yes.
Looks like Ross is going to try to 1v1 Yorick. I don't know about this one, Chief.
Yeah, he gets caught right inside the sphere. And, oh, wow, look at all those goals on him.
Alright, watch this giant heal. Okay, the Ignite is out, so he could have a chance of winning this.
He actually is going to win it.
He's going to win it. Wait! Alright, can the Lady of the Lake kill her? Nope.
Nope.
That's not going to happen. And Darius is going to roam up. So, Rust actually winning that 1v1 thanks almost entirely to the Ignite.
The Ignite and the amount of heals that he's getting inside of his ultimate is insane. Realm Warp comes out trying to catch off the Darius.
Going to try to catch out the Darius. Darius, without flash, he's up in a couple seconds, but it looks like it won't matter. He does end up killing Jack.
Ooh.
Actual bullshit character. Ross steps up for no reason.
And Ross actually
But
gonna
it's
get
fine
out
for
though.
Ross.
Now Brand comes in. If Brand pops his ultimate, there it is. That's gonna. Ooh, they flash into each other.
Not good. Cam has been hugged. Looks like he might die from this. Oh,
Oh,
he does get
wow.
killed. Ross phase rush pops. He might actually get away from this. What
Yeah,
the hell?
that's a triumph from the kill, being able to finish him off to get out.
From the flank to CC. The flash coming out from Kane. Or from
Oh,
Cam.
oh, the shield! He's still alive.
Double shield coming out.
Oh man.
Oh, Zac Efron with the big ultimate right in the cheek so that way he can die as well. Both players actually procs. Oh, can the burn kill him?
Oh, the bird does
Burn
kill him.
gonna kill him.
But wow, what a fight for URI. Barely getting out of that alive twice.
What a fiesta. So many misplays. I can't even count them all. But
Does-
very, very well played by Zac Efron again, being there when the team needs him.
And just like all silver fights, it's overextended and and turned back.
I
Zac
still
taking
can't
a lot of
believe
damage
Zac
there.
Instantly died.
Oh yeah, she got the 5 stacks on him. Is an easy dunk from there.
Easy dunk.
This-
Died with heal, flash, and Featherstorm up. Very cool.
Ryan, does this game make you miss low elo?
It does. Sometimes I play on my Smurf in normal games just so I can get that same experience of A-ramming and just way too long team fights. All over the map.
Yeah, definitely a lot of overextensions and a lot of overstays. You're
Uriah
right.
Goldie
Ooh.
is building up now. Very close hook there onto Cam almost. If they kill him, that would have been a huge shutdown. Unfortunately, it's going to miss. Gold lead for Uri is extending to almost 6k now as they push Newich off from their wards.
And Darius actually, look at that gold lead in the top lane. With Darius at just nearing 10,000 gold, Yorick at just 7,000. That's a huge gold lead in the top lane for Norwich.
Looks like they're going to start the dragon here. They're going to get it without problem. The hook onto Rise. Doesn't look like they're going to engage on that. You know, no, very little vision. Would have been unsafe. Good call by Yora to not go in on that.
And
Looks like they're going to death push.
They want to bait them. Cam is spotted out by the ward though. Look
Cam
at that
is
range.
Very poorly positioned, but it doesn't matter. The hook comes out. It's going to miss. So is the Zac Q.
Brand
The
ult though.
from Brand.
That's the point and click. Can't miss.
Yeah, can't miss that one. Darius has been trapped. He gets hugged. Oh, so does Frank, though. Zac's in there. Big ult by Zac.
Catches
Getting 3 of them, including the carries.
Catches 3, but already URI's down 2 players, so Norwich has the advantage here. Good pull there by the Blitzcrank. Now Zac Efron's the next target. Ignite goes out.
Has been ignited. He has the passive up. Ross healing to full because his character's dumb.
Wow.
He's gonna fall in the end. Zac Efron did not die during that in passive, so he's going right back in. URI's cleaning up this fight.
And look at him. Look at the heals coming out of him right now. He's got the Warmog, so he just healed a ton. I'm really surprised URI came out with that. 4 for 2. They dropped 2 members very early. Both bot lane for URI died.
Again, Featherstorm up for Xayah. They aren't using that ult effectively.
No, not at all. But a very good ultimate there from Zac Efron. Interesting suicide there. And Yorick just being able to put down that damage over time. So Ginger Swag, very good play on his part.
Zac being able to go in there, get CC, let the damage dealers do their thing, even though they are down in the fight. When Zac dies, he just heals back to full health because they didn't attack his passive at all. And he's just able to get right back up and do his thing and tank. And without Ignite, who's going to stop him from healing? There's no healing or grievous wounds items on the side of Newich.
Look at the size of Zac right now with that Warmog's Spirit Visage. He's going back right now. Looks like he might be getting a Thorn Man. Oh, what is he building? He's going,
It could be Randuin's.
yeah, either Randuin's or,
Thornman would be good here to deal with the Rost and his outrageous healing, but Randuin's not a bad option either. You know, you get that nice big AoE slow.
It might be Dead Man's Plate. Yeah.
That would actually be a bad purchase.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Control.
yeah. He doesn't really need the speed. He has his E, which is stupid range.
Let's go, Uri. Give him blue buff to the mid laner.
A team, take notes.
Take notes, Josh.
And Uri now going to be turning onto this Baron. The sweeper comes out. Uri might actually increase their ward score by 3 or 4 times now.
Incredible. They're gonna sweep out the entire pit. Are they gonna start it?
They're not going to start it. They're going to wait.
The ghouls wanted to. The ghouls wanted to.
They should be spotted out here, though, by this ward.
Very smart of Zac Efron to E in while the rest of the team started sweeping up. That way he could just catch them off. They had decided Death Brush.
Yeah, it didn't really work out, though. They were caught out in the vision by the blue buff. Look at the waves, though, for Norwich. URI failing to once again reset those waves. So there's a big wave bot lane, a big wave top lane. Zach's answering top.
Answering top. Is anyone gonna answer bottom? The Rise does have TP. He should be in the sideline. Righteous Glory popped by Blitzcrank. Nothing's gonna happen off that.
He's still
Good
looking.
play.
He's still looking for the hook.
By Thresh. Up, Thresh, Q in. The flash. Oh, that's big brand damage.
The Featherstorm, finally a good Featherstorm.
Finally a good Featherstorm, but it's too little too late. Zach with the 4-man ultimate. Oh, this could be huge for URI.
Yeah, Zach once again possibly carrying this game. Well, gets a good heal, but Rise just never dies. He's the man.
Archangels. Oh my god, he got. Wait, he has fucking Rabadons. Holy shit.
He is the man with
Wait,
50
the
stunts.
TP
Ooh.
flank, he's hunting for blood. Awful use of TP, but he wants these solo Q kills. He wants to pad that KDA. He's definitely not going to get this
He's
kill.
very low. Oh, is it going to go? Oh, no! The Ignite goes out. Will it be enough? It's going to be enough. He's going to die.
It might be enough.
He's going to die off that.
No Qs coming out from the Rise. He seems to have forgotten that Rod of Ages heals you when you cast abilities.
Wow, Ryan, you're toxic.
A little bit. Honestly, that TP was very greedy though by Cam.
Very ambitious and very greedy, and he ends up
very ambitious.
he loses off that.
You know, Cam wants to be the MVP of this game, getting all the kills, but you know, Zac Efron still pulling it. I mean, that 4-man ult was insane.
That easily turned the fight. Was able to combine with 3x3 Cam in the mid lane to deal enough damage to take out the entire team. And I kind of
Every time Norwich seems to have a good fight going, Zac Efron says, "No, this is our game," and presses the ER button and just obliterates them.
that was a very impressive engage there by Norwich, and something that they definitely needed to do. Brand was able to put down a lot of damage, combined with the Darius ultimate, which shredded Xayah.
Yeah, if they can do that again and avoid getting 4-man ulted, they could easily swing this game. You know, and with TP down from Rise, side waves are going to be a bit harder to deal with for URI as they get control of the Baron area.
Well, we gotta take note of that. Rise, when he died, he had 1,100 gold bounty on his head, so that's 1,100 gold over to Norwich. That's huge.
That is very big. He's finally getting a little bit of magic pen to deal with the specters or spirit massages coming out from Norwich.
And URI gonna be trying to.
Start the Baron.
Yeah, they're sneaking out through the back here, so to not be caught out by the Scuttle Crab.
It seems Norwich knows, but are they gonna get there in time?
No, they're not. They had no idea.
Very quick, sneaky beaky play from URI.
Yeah, they had.
They're just gonna warp out.
Yeah, they had no idea that that Baron was being taken. Very good, smart Baron there from URI to go in through the back door. Everybody had dashes besides Xayah, but Xayah was just able to attack it over the wall with her rapid fire cannon.
Leonard in. Constellation Infernal Drake. Maybe not even. Hold on.
Yeah, URI has got their eyes on it. It's down to 2,000, 1,000, and you.
This could
Oh.
be an awful fight though. Featherstorm comes out.
A very good Featherstorm.
Oh, that's it.
That's a very good Featherstorm, but Kane is still alive. Oh no!
Oh, the Ross cleans up that fight. Zac Efron chasing kills, forsakes his team. However, it looks like they're still going to win the fight. Members of Baron still up. URI still come out on top. Good effort by the the Ross though.
But look at those waves. URI failing to reset and failing to have that macro play. They might lose top and bot towers for this.
That would be very bad. They have a 10k gold lead right now, but after just losing that fight and after potentially losing bot tower here, because top tower seems to be taken care of, it might all be for naught.
URI should be able to reset their waves now, naturally. It's a natural reset, so that tower is saved for now.
Minions doing the players' jobs for them. Zac Efron's going to push top lane with Deadman's Plate.
One of the questions that I'm asking myself right now, and I think that Norwich is failing to realize, is Brand desperately needs a Rylai's Crystal Scepter right now. He is doing a lot of damage, but he's not actually providing that CC where he's able to kite them back. So they're just hopping back onto him and chasing him down every time. But if he had a Rylai's, he might be able to just kite them back enough and stop the Zac ults with the stun. That might save Norwich, but, you know, you have to ask, is the Zhonya's worth the buy? I mean, they didn't really have a lot of executes for him.
It is potentially worth the buy if he's getting it in order to prevent Zac from, you know, just like bubbling him into his team. But the Rylai's would be huge here. I mean, if you look at the carries on the side of URI, it's Yorick, Ryze, Xayah, who are all very movement-reliant champions. They have no dashes, they have no blinks, they have nothing, really. So if you can just get big AoE slows on them, they can't do anything in fights. They can't run from the Darius who's about to chop their head off.
URI is kind of wasting their Baron, too. Not too many objectives being taken since they got it.
They're moving as a group instead of split pushing. The Yorick is currently bot lane with TP. Very thinking call. The flank coming out.
Kayn way up top, though, so this is a 4v5. Ooh, URI or Norwich escapes it for now. Kayn's still in the top side, still hasn't gone back. They're going to lose the tower for this.
The engage. Zac Efron going to grab the carry, just going to ult them away. Oh, he misses the ult, unfortunately. But it looks like it doesn't matter. Cam is still alive in the back.
Oh no, this is bad for URI. They're taking a lot of damage. Now Kayn's back in the fight.
3-man knockup. Big Ryze ult.
Cell division is popped.
Kayn does not focus the cell dividing Zac. Very thinking play there from them.
Ooh, is Cheech gonna burn down? He is. Brand able to kill him again.
Honestly, even though it looks like URI won that fight, that's actually that's a 3 for 2. URI lose that fight and probably lose their Baron pressure at the same time.
Yeah.
Hold by Norwich.
This kind of reminds me of last week's game with URIA.
No, not that game, dude.
I think we're in for some clown fest. So strap in here, boys. We're in for a treat.
If URI can't end this game in the next, either by the next Baron or by the next Elder, we are definitely 100% in for a bad clown fiesta. You know, URI just couldn't finish that fight off as fast as they should have.
Look at the failure again with the macro play. Top wave, huge. They're going to answer it this time before it crashes into the tower, but they shouldn't have any... They should not allow that wave to get that big. Ever.
Both TPs up for both the solo laners. Ryze and Yorick are devastating. I don't think Darius can even 1v1 Yorick right now. Or at least he can't just like straight up run up and kill him because Yorick could just walk away.
Let's look at the gold leads again. Just the gold differentials. Darius has obviously he has the majority of the gold on the team, but up 4,000 gold on that Yorick, and he's still unable to 1v1 him.
Yeah, he's not able to really like destroy him outright. Doesn't look like URI is gonna commit to the side lanes though, which is honestly just not playing around the strengths of their comp. They have double teleport. You know, Yorick and Ryze. It looks like Ryze is actually maybe gonna go bot here. But that top lane is building up ever so slowly. And they're going to have to deal with it, or else they're going to lose tower.
Yeah, URI not resetting waves properly. Their macro is suffering, and now Norwich in a position to take their third tower in the last of the tier 1 towers. But URI, you know, they might be able to try to sneak in a mid tower with that mid push.
Shoutouts to Otaku Warlord. With 78 vision score, absolutely decimating everyone else in this fucking video game. You know, he's the one putting all the wards down. He's the one sweeping all the wards. The only person who even comes close is Cheech in the bot lane with 58, but that's a difference of 20.
And if Norwich is able to hold out for another, what is it, 18 minutes, we'll be at URI A. URI A. Yeah.
Looks like does look like Elder Drake and Baron are gonna spawn in 20 and 45 seconds respectively. This could be a big swinging point for the game. Whoever secures the objectives has very real potential to just win off of this play.
Zac doesn't have cell division.
Zac doesn't have cell division. No flash up for either carries on the side of URI, whereas it is up for both carries on the side of Norwich. Norwich could actually potentially just swing the game in their favor. This, like right here, Elder Dragon's being ignored. Bot lane is shoving against URI. They're gonna have to deal with that.
Oh, that's a real surprise. Darius caught out here. The TP is going out.
Darius TPing out. It looks like he's gonna die for it. He blows TP. He's going to die. That could be the catch URI needs to actually win the game.
But you know one thing that we have yet to rule out here, Brand R. If that is able to take the Baron or able to put down those stacks to steal a Baron,
Norwich doesn't even know. They're not going for it.
Either that or they're just
actually be rotating to Elder Dragon. This could be the 10,000 IQ play. URI. Oh no, they ping back. Looks like they're not gonna do it. Unfortunate for Norwich. It looks like they had. Looks like they knew URI was doing Baron, decided not to go for it, decided to go for the Elder, and they're not gonna get that. In fact, they might even just lose Elder too.
Yeah, they are. URI finally sneaking in the macro, but look at that bot lane yet again. Oh my god, this is gonna piss me off. URI does not know how to control their waves at all.
TP's up. Zaya not hitting Dragon. Norwich might actually get here in time. Forest might steal. No, they're not.
Oh, the
They're all popped. Very, very thinking emoji play there. No one's going bot. Finally, someone's going bot. Is it gonna be too late? Let's see.
she should be able to clear it. She has Hurricane, so. But oh man, it should never get to that point where there are 3 waves stacked onto your. I'm gonna wring Jack's neck.
Well, URI with the Baron and the Elder Drake, a almost 15,000 gold lead. URI is in prime position to win this game. They just need to manage side lanes, and they just need to push for the Nexus base.
You know what though? They just Norwich just needs 200 more gold on that Brand, and he's got himself a Morello's, which is going to be another impactful item for Norwich. But they're going to have a rough 2 minutes surviving with both Baron and Elder Dragon on URI.
Top lane shoving in once again.
Oh, this
no
is.
one's dealing with it.
No, but Yorick's going bot lane, so you know that's good.
Very good macro play from URI coming out. Oh, the almost hook.
Oh, Mad Life. But URI kites back again. URI has the advantage. Oh, there's the flash.
He also has flash up finally. So that's 2 big summoner spells down. You know, Darius without flash is very hard to get in. Rise without flash, you know, he's not the most mobile champ. But
Yorick split push.
Without the Rylai's, you know.
Yeah, but
I don't think Rise is gonna have much of a problem.
That Yorick split push, and Rise finally having to use the Realm Warp to save that tower. But look at down bot. URI picking up their tower.
Yorick could actually just kill Darius here. He's gonna need help. Rise TP's top. Instead of pushing wave, he actually just neutralizes wave. It doesn't matter. The pick onto Kayn. The pick onto Sivir potentially.
This might.
This could be the game, folks.
Yes, I think this should be the game. 2 down already on the side of Norwich. URI very strong.
Oh, Darius does have stopwatch.
There's the Brand ult though.
Big Brand ult.
Oh, it's still going. It's still chaining.
That's a lot of damage. Big throw from URI. They might not be able to end here because of that. Brand manages to avoid the CC.
Ooh.
But it doesn't matter because Zac Efron is still hard carrying this game.
And Zac Efron, he finishes the game perfect without any deaths. 12-0-15.
Hard carrying the game for URI. You know, they were actually able to avoid the Clown Fiesta. Well played by URI. Well played by Zac Efron.
Yeah, so URI taking game 1. Very well played there for Zac Efron. But besides that, you know, I'm really disappointed with how URI handled their macro play. Okay, going into game 2, what are your thoughts?
I think that URI needs to definitely iron out their macro play. I think that Norwich needs to ban out Zac. which is a very important factor in this upcoming game. I think that Norwich could have won that game if they had just picked a better engage. You know, with Darius Brand, you have a lot of damage going into fights, but you just gotta like get to them. You can't really get to them with that team comp, even with the Sivir and with the Blitzcrank, because URI just has so much kiting potential and so much peel with the Zac and the Thresh. I think that they, like I said, ban Zac, pick a better engage comp. Uh, Play around your lanes more. Play around the fact that URI has awful macro play more.
Yeah, you were right. Never reset their waves. And it just became to the point where it was kind of ridiculous, where URI would always end up losing with the waves. Alright, so after game one, URI wins game one. We're going to take a small little break here, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. We're going to be here getting into Game 2. URI winning the first game in a boosted Monkey Fest. Ryan, what does Norwich University have to do going into game number 2?
Ban Zach.
Is that it?
Basically, dude, I'm pretty sure URI would have lost that game if it was not for Zach Efron.
But does URI ban Brand?
No. I think that the brand is fine as long as you don't clump up the way they did and let his passive continually pop on individual members.
Now,
There are ways to play around Brandall.
no. URI may have won that game, but they didn't win it clean. Obviously, some terrible macro play from URI, and some very boosted team fights. Specifically, bot lane, getting called out a few times and not using that Featherstorm.
Been banned out though, as kind of like you predicted. Brand banned out from URI or for URI, and the return Zach fan. We all saw it coming.
Yeah, but Yasuo was left open. Oh no, Yasuo is not left open. Just kidding. Haha, I had you all fooled.
Yasuo's not left open, so Cam will have to play a different champ that is not Yasuo. Definitely excited to see what Zach Efron can do on non-Zach champions. I think that Norwich could win by doing what they did last game and getting early macro or early tempo pressure. They had some good ganks onto the mid lane, the bot lane, the top lane. They're getting kills. Like they were not doing bad early game.
And going
They
into
just got through.
going game 2, the link is up in the Twitch chat right now. Who do you think is going to win game 2? Do you think it's going to be URI, Norwich, or, and this is a new one, the Ward score?
I don't think the ward score is gonna win at the very least, dude.
I know we were talking about how Thresh was carrying the ward score for URI. Did not buy a single pink ward the entire game.
Incredible that he managed to get that high ward score without that. What could this man be capable of this game with pink wards? I don't know. The Scion being locked in from Norwich.
Could that be the int strategy?
Inting Scion and Jhin. Now, I'm pretty sure that their AD carry does play a substantial amount of Jhin.
He does play a substantial amount of Jhin. 33% win rate.
Let's hope, for Norwich's sake, I hope that it's not gonna be like that in game.
So let's look at some of these cool graphics that I totally forgot to use last game. So Ginger Swag, obviously picking Thresh for Cheech, the Frank in the bot lane. Support is Frank. His name is Frank. Look at that picture. He's a bit of winner. Silver 4, a win ratio of, get this, 27%. What a god. Look at those champions that he plays. Jhin, 20% win rate. 2.3 KDA, Twitch 3.28 KDA with a 33% win rate. This is the guy that you don't want to see his stats ever again.
Cam locking and rising again. I want to talk about the Xin Zhao pick. I think this is a bullshit jungler who is insanely strong right now, and I legitimately fear for Norwich having to play into him.
You know what I did tell them though? I said I think you guys should play Xin Zhao. And at first, I thought that was going to come out. I thought that was going to come out in game 1, but it didn't, and they picked a Zac over it. But now that Zac's gone, I think the Xin Zhao is an amazing pick. Obviously, he's been seen a lot in Worlds, and C9 been playing a lot of him as well, and he's going to win. Anyway, our jungle is Jeremiah, gold 4. Plays a lot of Sejuani. Zac, obviously, you saw last game, the 4.59 KDA, and the Jax, the next one, 80% win rate, pretty well. And locking in again is Cam in the mid lane. He's locking in that Rise. Plays a lot of Yasuo, didn't pick that up. Swain was left open, but he didn't take it. And he plays a few other champions, gold 5, with 51% win rate.
Kaisa banned out. Looks like they're target banning Jack this time. I can already tell. I like Norwich's comp a lot more now than I did last game. They've got really high damage carries with Vigard Jhin, but they also have a good bit of zoning and CC. Rage Cage, Scion existing, and Jhin with his CC long range picks.
I don't like the Vigor pick, and this is why. This is why. The way URI has been playing it is by wow. What?
I just got word from our from the guys behind stage. We are actually spectating a solo queue game. We are not currently spectating the collegiate match between URI B team and Norwich. We are spectating solo queue at the Silver Elo.
Oh well,
Match
this
G locked in.
you, you heard it here, guys. This is actually not a collegiate match. This is solo queue. Welcome to solo queue. And Master Yi, that's what is their
That's
comp? Okay, their comp made sense up until now.
Oh, the Jags? Oh, what is this game, dude?
So let's take a look at a few of the other graphics that I made. Jack, obviously, there's the champ, picking up the Lucian. Not one of his top 6 champions, but he has, get some decent skill. Obviously, his Tristana was banned out and his Zaya was banned out. And then, the man, the myth, the legend, up in the top lane.
Okay. Wait, is that Ornn support?
That's Ornn support.
That's Scion support.
Oh,
Oh my god, my jimmies have been jammed. Alright, this 3 minutes is going to be... we're going to talk a lot in this 3 minutes. I can already assure you, Aaron. About both of these comps.
One of them is more boosted than the other.
Both are pretty fucking boosted, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's look at finish off with our awesome graphics that I spent no more than 3 minutes on each. Top lane, your top laner is Lucas, silver 4, 55% win rate, 74% win rate on the Alawi, but no games on the Jack, so interesting. Oh, this is gonna be another boosted game. I should redo that straw poll. URI, Norwich, Ward score, or Cancer. Who wins?
Solo queue.
Yeah,
These are actually solo queue champions on a collegiate team. Alright, we now have to go through the 3 minute spectators delay. I just want to say both these team comps are terrible. And here's why. There are no tanks on URI.
you have Xin Zhao as kind of a bruiser. Jax
Xin
Jax
Zhao-
doesn't take damage either.
Thresh. None of those characters really take damage, I suppose, but honestly, I don't see that comp from URI working out. I mean, they literally only have the Thresh peeling for the Lucian. They're gonna get ran over.
Right. So
probably.
in a normal collegiate game, they'd probably get trashed. But if you look at the team comp for Norwich, what the fuck is that team comp?
I will say Norwich's team comp highly boosted, very solo queue-ish. However, I can respect the engage. Scion support not necessarily boosted, just a kind of an off-meta pick. It looks like they are trying to go for a. Well, I would say they're going for a kill lane, but Scion switched to exhaust. I don't know why he did that. But the very boosted pick with Master Yi jungle and the Veigar mid. It's gonna be very interesting to watch. Hopefully,
Oh,
they don't feed too hard. The Ornn top lane though. Everyone I'm assuming watched the Cloud9 game. Ornn's a busted champion. He can steal Baron with his auto attacks.
that was such a stupid Baron steal last night, or 2 nights ago.
Let's see what Norwich can do with the Ornn. I think that Norwich can win almost every team fight by putting down a good Rage Cage and having good Ornn Scion ults. Because honestly, Rage Cage just invalidates Xin Zhao and Jax. They can't touch Jhin because he's just behind a giant block that stuns you.
I
And
don't.
then Master Yi can just point and click onto the carries.
I don't actually see a way that URI could lose. If URI loses this game, it'll be off macro play. That's it. Norwich's team doesn't make any fucking sense in any society. I don't think. I don't think the Rage Cage is going to do anything. Veigar's not going to have a chance to ramp up because he's not on a champion. Well, I mean, I guess his R is literally the same thing where it's a point and click, which I don't expect any from anybody, outside of Silver. I just don't know, man.
This is gonna be an interesting game.
Scion support with Jhin though, that doesn't really. I don't know. What am I watching right now? What is this?
Scion support with Jhin can work. Scion E can pierce the minion wave. Jhin can get the nice snare, and then Scion can get the fully charged Q off. However, they're not running a kill lane because he went exhaust. Now, this could just be a 10,000 IQ play where he's running exhaust in order to slow them for even more Q. charge, but I don't know about this one, Chief. And we're getting into it.
I don't know what. Jason deserves to be fired after this pick ban. If he was in charge of this, Jason, you deserve to
Yeah.
get fired.
Whoever coached this pick ban, really needs to do some career evaluation. Like rethink what you do. Or getting into it. You know.
All right, and looking at the what are they fucking keystones? Scion with Comet, Vigar with Comet, not Predator.
Conqueror Yi is pretty interesting.
Hail of Blades Jin, that's normal.
Domination secondary on Rise.
What the fuck?
You know, Cam, if you're listening to this, I am a mid laner as well. There is nothing good in domination for Rise. I'm just gonna say it. Okay? There's nothing good in it. Nothing that you can't get in inspiration.
Yeah, you should definitely take inspiration.
Time Warp Tonic's bullshit, Cam. Abuse the shit out of that in Corrupting Pot until they nerf it next patch, because they're going to. And even then, you can still just abuse Perfect Timing and like Minion Dematerializer, because those are all busted items. Don't go Domination. Do not.
I don't get this game right now. I really want to understand what's going on, but I just can't.
We're getting into it. Do you think there's gonna be an invade this game?
I think that there is going to be an invade. I would probably give it over to URI to invade. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't.
We're getting into it. URI getting the clean start out of gate. Jin still in base. Did everyone buy items? Let's check. Yep. All
Yeah,
good on the western front.
it's a mirror top lane in the items. Both sides getting the corrupting potion, and
Ooh.
URI stacking in this bottom bush. Might be trying an invade here, but gets you up top.
They did ward both pixel brushes.
Find me an immovable object, and I'll put this question to rest.
Oh, I don't know what I'm watching already.
Extremely early wards in the pixel brushes from Norwich. You know, they say you're supposed to put them in at 115, that way they can cover Scuttle, but I guess they're just really scared of invades.
All they have to do is stack or have a person sit in that bush.
Minions have spawned.
Let's see, is URI gonna go through with this? Are they expecting an invade?
I don't know what they're expecting. I think they might be cutting back here in just a second. Vigar entering their jungle just a little bit, just to catch a peek.
Doesn't catch anything though, not with that Q, and looks like no invade, very neutral lane. These wards are going to be dying in what is that? You know, it doesn't say on Spectator, which is very cool. I'm gonna say like 20 seconds. Those wards are gonna be dead. Scuttle isn't gonna be on the wards, so you or I should actually have early vision on River compared to Norwich.
Both sides starting bot lane. First, the damage comes out in the top side. Mediso spits some flame breath onto Ginger Swag. Not too much comes of it. Ooh, a little bit of dropped frames there for a moment. I'll tell you who's not going to win this game. My stomach. I didn't actually get to finish eating. I only had like the smallest bowl.
URI Dining Hall unfortunately closed because last match ended like right at 8:30. So
Oh, dude, go to Rody Market. It's good. They're open till what? 2?
Fuck Rody Market. I don't have the passes, dude. I didn't buy that.
Oh, that's a freshman mistake right there.
Well, I
Hook
don't
goes
have
out. Wow,
very far.
that's
big hook.
that was a
Oh, he
very
had
big
the
hook.
flash, but
What the fuck was that other hook?
there's the exhaust though.
That was a very questionable hook there. I mean, not a very questionable hook. Very questionable flash ignite from Cheech. He still had a decent amount of health. The heal was still up on the Jin. I don't know what the hell that was.
Oh,
Oh,
big, actually pretty big
Ooh.
damage. Sion's gonna have to flash away from that though. You know, definitely not worth.
yeah, Otako should have gotten the kill there.
The orange should be able to just body this Jax here.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. There's the You know, could he actually get a kill here?
Jax has
Jax
flash.
Jax forced to pop his last potion. Bot lane getting the nice shove in, missing a lot of CS. Very cool. You know, as expected from this bot lane, you know, it's Thresh Lucian. Oh wait, is this a 4-man dive bot?
This is actually questionable plays across the
Outplayed
map.
by the Ornn. Outplayed by the Ornn.
Ooh, hook
Vygar
goes go
gets
through.
hooked. I don't know if that was worth it though. It looks like Cheech is probably gonna die here because he has no flash. Just kidding.
LCS
No follow-up.
LCS big plays. That's 3 ability power to the Vygar.
That's also lack of wave control for the Vygar. Tier coming out from Cam. Cam's never leaving mid lane again. It's confirmed. Why didn't you go Corrupting Pot, dude?
Oh man, what is this game already?
A lot of action happening, a lot of damage going down. A lot of farm being missed. You know. But we will carry on. Ocean Drake, first Drake to spawn. That'll be nice for this very bloody game that we're probably gonna have.
Yeah, look at the CS
hook
difference
coming out.
already in bot lane.
Does miss the hook.
So Jin is already, Jin's already losing by double his CS. And again, the Q doesn't hit any minions and finish them off.
Zinzao should be seen here. The good hook onto the Scion.
Oh, he's gonna go in. The aftershock is gonna prevent most of that damage from going down. Otaku now being
mixed targets. It's
sneaking
no
out.
one-
Unfortunate. Oh, he hits that
No.
W and stops himself. Why did he use that W? He might have actually escaped. Vygar now
Might have
coming in to
actually
join the fight.
The Rage Cage zoning off everyone from URI.
Why did Jin
Classic
W
Vygar.
there?
I don't know, dude. This is very
He could
boosted play.
have easily got out. All the CC was down already, and he could have just
All
walked
the
out.
CC was down. There was split attention because bot lane was going for Scion. I don't know what was at that W, dude. Born to Ornn in the top lane, doing a lot of damage. You know, just
Bone
Ornn
plating.
things.
Bone plating, make sure that he doesn't take any damage in return.
Looks like Cam's gonna shove this wave out without any mana. Unfortunately, you know, early game rise things. If only you had an item that healed you for health and mana, as well as gave you damage. Yeah, he's gonna push that wave out.
And Medusa's got a wave crashing. It's a decent sized wave too.
Now the Master Yi has been power farming, and because Zinzao hasn't, besides that one bot play, Zinzao hasn't really been able to do much on the map so far. Yi could very easily outscale Zinzao soon.
I question why Ginger Swag went in there and took a lot of poke down from Medusa. He had to pop his last of his corrupting potions. We're about to see a skirmish for the Scuttle Crab.
He uses Q on the Scuttle Crab. Uses
Ooh.
Smite as well. The Rage Cage. Can't
they
do
didn't-
much about that.
They didn't follow up on it. Zac Efron could have easily have died there. Let's take a look at the CS difference already. Obviously, URI is already up almost 1,000 gold at just 6 minutes, and that's all from CS. So bot lane's losing by double, top lane's losing by almost double. The Ornn comes out. It's gonna hit. The
good
flash
catch.
goes out.
Rage
That's
Cage.
interesting flash though. He didn't have ultimate. He wasn't 6.
The Rage Cage.
He wasn't 6. Why did he flash in?
You know, sometimes they put the fear of God in your heart and you just gotta run away. Now Jax has TP, should be able to TP back to lane. Let's see if he does. You know, Cam's just gonna free push this mid lane now that Vygar's gone.
Ooh, almost the hook there on that's unfortunate. And that's unfortunate sums up this entire series so far.
Basically, dude. You know, Jax just trying to farm up.
He's actually losing that tower to those minions. He's getting outplayed right now.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
That tower did take quite a bit of damage. Cheech goes in, misses the hook again. That's 3 points though. Field goal is good. And Jin's still failing to CS at a bronze skill level.
Almost being lapped here by the Lucian. Just 3 more CS and he would be lapped. Full 2 times. Looks like Vigar is gonna roam down without flash though. I don't see anything happening. But it looks like Cheech is actually gonna maybe come on to him. I don't know about this one. He
That's
does
hot.
side with the E. Cyanol is available. Rage Cage. Big
Ooh,
flank.
misses out just slightly.
Barely misses it.
But he's 6.
Don't face-
He could
don't
turn
face-
this fight around
don't
very
face
easily.
check the bush. Does not face check the bush. Big flank though, coming from Rise. You know, top lane skirmishes.
Yeah, bot lane actually gets out there. Vigar almost was able to do something, but then URI just turned it on almost immediately. Very good use of the blast cone there from the Rise. Master Yi inside URI's blue side jungle, but not going to get anything. And Ginger Swag taking a lot of damage. He's coming around through the backside of that tower. And that's his stun,
That
and
is
that's a
that
dead
is a-
Jax.
That is a very thinking emoji play. I have no idea why he went back in. He was actually just out. Very, very weird play. Master Yi does not put any wards inside URI, by the way. So, very odd roam by him.
For those of you who are joining this game in progress, you might be thinking that this is a collegiate game, and I thought it was a collegiate game too when I started streaming it. It has now devolved into boostedness.
Into a salty Teemo game. Zizel gonna take that water drink. You know, it's before 12 minutes, so not a bad play, actually. You know, pretty good health regen, mana regen for all the laners. Looks like Jax might literally lose top tower for this, though. I still don't know why he went in earlier.
Yeah, there goes the counter strike.
Goes the counter strike. It's down. Looks like they're gonna back off though. They're not gonna mess with Jax.
That's a good call. Norwich has already taken that top tower. Pretty low health. They don't need to risk it right now. They're in a good position to get the first tower still. No other lanes are being pressured. Yi losing a big chunk of his farm, but you know, doesn't seem like his team's winning in CS anyways.
That's a lot of AP.
Yeah, Veigar already has 35 stacks onto his passive. I would have liked to see Veigar go Predator, just because if you have that Predator, it adds 300 damage to just you running in there like a madman and pressing R.
It also gives him just, you know, that little bit of extra mobility he needs to, like, once he burns Flash in this game, he's basically not going to ever catch anyone with the Rage Cage. Predator gives you that little nice burst of move speed. You're like, no, I am going to catch you with this Rage Cage. You are going to instantly die.
Cheech looking for something. He's gonna find nothing. Bot lane's
Good
still playing really far back and
Good-
still really
good
down to
posture.
CS.
Good posturing by URI's bot lane. They've got vision control, so they know they're not going to get ganked.
Jin's
just gonna
Q
play
only
this
hits
one
one
safe.
minion.
Unfortunate.
Ginger Swag taking more damage.
Oh, he does miss the
Oh,
Okay,
he's gonna
nice
fight
pop.
this out.
the Ornal. I don't know if it's going to matter though.
Oh,
Wait, can he turn this?
oh, he
Yes.
did.
Well done.
Mediso.
By,
Well played there. The shield came out of nowhere, and now it's gonna be Jin on the offensive. Master Yi goes in. Karma's gonna be possibly the one to fall here. He's gonna take a full culling though, but it's in time. Cheech now the next target, and Jin actually picking up his second kill. Master Yi, oh, might he fall from that? Nope, he's gonna go into the meditate and survive barely. Zac Efron really low now. Mediso's got his eyes on him, and wow, that's another kill for Norwich, and Norwich is looking to get this first tower here, and the gold lead is swapped. Now, Ryan, you're really quiet now. Reset your mic.
is this better?
Yes.
Okay. Big throws from URI. I actually have no idea how URI's bot lane got flanked that hard, because they seem to have ward control.
They did have ward control, but doesn't matter if you don't look at the map.
That's true. We are in a solo queue game. The TP onto minion wave. Is he going to contest? No, he's 2 levels down and 2,000 gold down almost. So he's not going to contest. It's more like 1,200 actually. I'm very wrong.
I'm really concerned about URI's macro play. As if they're losing into this early game, they're just going to continue losing. It doesn't matter how much they're up in CS, because They just got so much gold. That was a huge gold swing. Ginger Swag, Counter Strike.
Counter-Strike used again. This is looking at 3-man
Ooh.
top. You know, they could just dive him, but they're gonna take a ward instead.
No, they're gonna take a ward and they're gonna take that first tower. The Flash have to go out there.
Uri's bot lane, however, knows that there are 3 people top. Maybe they'll make something happen in the mid lane or the bot lane.
Why does Jax have Cutlass?
Slows. I don't know.
That's actually a good
Sounds like
point.
a-
Thank you, pal. Oh. And URI going to possibly lose this Herald here as Norwich takes it uncontested. Jason, their coach, says, "Oh no."
Oh no.
The Ornal goes out. And it looks like they're just going to try to take this blue buff.
Oh, 2-man
Ooh.
knockup. The rage cage gets
Wow. A beautiful rage cage there. Unable to kill Jack. Unable to kill,
Cam. Oh, they are able to kill Cam. Messi goes down. Orn's just gonna tank this because he's Orn. He's born to Orn. He's gonna get that kill.
Oh, he's gonna die.
He's gonna die. That's a big swing of bounty gold, though.
Yeah, it's a...
That's a big bounty.
URI wins that fight.
That Gunblade? No. No.
Ooh, Jax picks up the Gunblade. That is... Oh, no.
Blade of the Rune King would have been way fucking better, even though it wasn't the best item to get here. You should still go.
Is
for
this
the Rune
AP
King.
Jax? AP Assassin Jax?
This is,
Oh,
I
Pal
don't
called
know
it at the
what
same time I did.
This is I don't know what I'm doing. Big top wave going to be collected by the Master Yi here. He's gonna knife. He's
Oh.
gonna appreciate that gold in his pocket.
And Norwich is going to be possibly taking this mid tower as well. Mini wave stacked up nicely. Jin's going to try to come around on the other side.
How does URI come back into this game? They are most definitely behind right now.
Remember how I told you that if URI loses this game, I'm going to hate them forever?
How do they come back into this game?
They really need to take control. They really need to sell that sell that Gunblade.
Yeah, just get rid of it.
Just get rid of it, dude.
Buy Tabby or something.
Ooh, a good hook there from Mad Life. Otaku Warrior is gonna fall, so URI picks up a kill in the bot lane.
Uri's bot lane, you know, Frank for a new support is doing very well on this Thresh, and you know, Jack's not doing too bad on the Lucian either. If they want to win, Uri's gonna have to put a lot of eggs in the bot lane, but it looks like Norwich is seeing that, and they're throwing the Ornn bot lane, so goodbye. Not leaving anyone to deal with Jax though. Jax, notorious tower taker.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Uri does see everyone on the map, so Jax should be able to get this tower for free. Rage Cage comes out though.
He's gonna be caught. Not enough damage quite yet to put out that ultimate. He's gonna return a lot of damage though. The ult goes out, not gonna be even enough. Primordial Burst wasted.
Ornn goes in 1v3.
He goes in right before the pillar is able to pop too, so he doesn't get the
He's gonna
dash.
die.
And his
No
ultimate does
Ornn
nothing.
ult. Rip
Herald is dropped
on
mid.
tower. Herald gets tower. That's good for Norwich.
Ooh,
But Cam's
Cam.
gonna live. Oh, he used the Rod of Ages. Good job, Cam.
Otaku and Ginger Swag fighting. The support is winning against the top laner.
Uri does come out kind of on top. Honestly, that mid tower was gonna die no matter what. So they managed to get that, a couple kills, and maybe even a dragon for themselves. Who knows? Oh, if Cam dies here, I'm actually gonna flame him.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Gonna be fighting against Cam. Dragon goes over to URI.
Good swing by Uri. You know, that mid tower was definitely gonna die. Using Herald just to kill that weak ass mid tower was honestly not a good play by Norwich. And Uri gets a couple swing kills. You know, bounties popped, Infernal Drake got, headset on, knuckles cracked. It's gamer time.
No, it's this stream's sponsored in part by antidepressants.
No,
Take
it's
your
not.
antidepressants today.
Uri should know that Valyar is getting blue. No ping's going out, so they probably fucking don't.
Taking a look at the gold once again. URI is now winning in gold again.
That Lucian is actually destroying him. Holy shit.
That is the only reason why URI is winning right now, is because Jin is the worst CSer I've seen since I was in Bronze 2, like 4 seasons ago.
Also, the Ornn had a very questionable 1v3 play. I think he was feeling a bit too hard, or he was feeling himself a bit much.
You're right. Look,
Veigar TP.
interesting.
College match, by the way. Okay, this should not be a kill.
This is definitely not a
It's
kill.
going to
Kim
be
sees
a
it.
kill.
Oh, this is a kill. Primordial Burst finishes him off. Wow.
That's a nice hefty chunk of gold into the pocket of the Veigar. On a kill that honestly shouldn't have happened.
Nope. I'm not sure if Cam saw the Ornn inside that bush,
Hold
but
on,
he definitely.
Aaron, I'm getting Jason just PM'd me, said Cam's monitor was off. Jax is gonna die here most likely.
Ooh, the Rage Cage stops the dash though, and he's gonna die for that.
He is gonna die for that.
So what was it? Cam's screen went off there.
Cam's screen has actually been off this entire game.
Oh. Well, that'll do it. He's doing pretty well though for his screen being off.
Yeah, seriously. Norwich getting top tower. You know, bot lane isn't so much in shambles that they can't send people top. Looks like Cheeches is going for a play though. Ooh, just barely missed the hook. Can he get this play?
Nope.
The ultimate, you know, always gotta stand in front of that Scion so that way he can't ult away.
URIB versus
not get
Genji,
caught
who
yet.
wins?
Is Cam gonna die again?
Cam might
Just
die.
Xin Zhao is bullshit.
It's 3. Ooh,
Remember
wow,
that.
some good damage there onto Veigar.
Remember that Xin Zhao is bullshit. He can just ult you away and run away. You know, as is tradition with Phase Rush.
This is tradition.
Nothing gonna come out there. Ooh, you were right, bot lane.
Jack has
Very
ulted a few
hard.
times.
The hook onto Jhin. TP coming out. It's a bit too little, too late. I really don't agree with this TP.
I don't either, because that leaves. I mean,
It gives them a bit of bot pressure, but honestly, they had it anyways. And top is the big priority they need to focus on right now. Dragon is going to be Infernal, by the way.
so I'm thinking of actually just making Frank Cheech the new leader of the team, because he seems to be the only one has more than 3 brain cells this game.
Yeah, honestly, the bot lane from URI playing pretty well this match. Definitely hard carrying. Ooh, unfortunate by Cam. He does manage to flash out, but that's unfortunate. He got barely clipped by the Ornn ulti, then into the Rage Cage.
Yeah, that was a good ult, good flash by him though to prevent himself from dying, because that was guaranteed death there.
That was definitely a death onto the Rise if he had not ulted.
And this is interesting. If Reaper's able to kill Ginger Swag, oh, never mind, it's Veigar.
Oh, the Rage
The
Cage.
Rage Cage bullshit. Wow,
But it doesn't matter. Ornn doesn't have ult. I think he's out.
he definitely is out.
Realm Warp wasted. Wasted. He was
I'm
out.
not sure why you're surprised that
Wasted.
that URI wasted another impactful ability.
Giant ultimate. Oh, bullshit damage onto Veigar. He's chunked out. Knight's Vow from Frank onto the Lucian. So this Lucian's going to be very difficult to take down, you know, with all the lifesteal. Oh, 1v1 potentially coming out.
And Zac Efron's winning it so far, but Ornn is there as the backup with 2 health, Veigar just behind.
Last cone. You know, Veigar doesn't really need to do much in fights. He just needs to press one button. That's Rage Cage. And then press another button. That's ultimate. And then he's fine. Both those buttons are available for him, by the way.
URI gonna be pushing mid lane here, putting down some damage onto this tier 1. Otaku, the solo defender right now. Hook goes up onto him, and here we go, another fight.
Actually, this could be a good fight for URI. Oh, the Ornn's not able to do much though. The Rage Cage comes out. Jax is dead.
Oh, but Master Yi,
Master Yi's coming up huge. Oh, he focuses too hard. He tunnels.
Master Yi, the counter of silver.
Oh, just
Oh,
barely
Jack,
dodged out the
Jack
Rage
boy, oh, unable to kill the Veigar. That's unfortunate, saves him, but then Veigar, in typical fashion, decides to go greedy and go back in.
Inting almost kills Jack. Doesn't matter. Jack with the clean E just outside of Rage Cage. If he had gotten Rage Cage, that surely would have been the end of the fight. But E's out, manages to kill Veigar. Well played by Jack.
Yeah, that actually is the real question. Has Thresh bought into Pink Ward? I'm gonna say no.
Damn. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
But, and something that I'm noticing here, which is equally as boosted, Norwich has just as... Okay.
Oh, God, hurts him.
Norwich has equally as bad of a ward score as URI.
We are out here.
This has become less of like shoutcasting this game and more of like a bully.
There's also no sweepers on the side of either team. I really don't fucking know why. It's making me very upset. Infernal Drake is up. Both teams definitely want that. Both teams have a lot of damage that you can deal.
Cheech is caught out.
Gonna get caught out. Unfortunate. He does pop the broken stopwatch. I don't think that was necessary.
Nope.
He goes down regardless.
He was dead. I don't know why he popped the stopwatch. There's no way he was getting out of that alive.
Unfortunate from Cheech, but it looks like
They're pulling out this dragon. They're gonna try to take it. No pink ward though.
Norwich might lose top tower here soon. The wave is building up. Or
Ooh, that's a dead Jax. No flash, remember. The ult comes out, and he's able to get Zac Efron right on the clip. Cam going to be the next one to fall here. Another Primordial Burst wasted. Reaper's going to be running down Zac Efron now. He's able to Q in,
Jax right there.
but
Oh, they-
it's...
Man gets killed.
Yeah, Lucian,
Lucian
very
is
strong.
Very ahead. Very strong character right now.
One thing that I'm noticing now is that red side is unable to... Like, the blue minions are just stacking up on both lanes. Maybe it's just the blue side has better minions.
There is potential for that to be true.
I'll tell you one thing. If we go into a game 3 here, because Norwich is winning this game right now, although they're down a gold, they're winning this game.
They're definitely winning this game. They just won that team fight. That's a lot of swing gold.
So usually Riot will like play silver scrapes for the final game in the series. I'm thinking about playing bronze scrapes.
You could play Benny Hill. Or
This-
just circus music if you want.
This is just a disaster. Oh.
The Youmuu's Ghost Foot Pimp!
Oh. Where was he going? Messi uses Youmuu's for some strange reason to get to wolves faster.
Krug's being farmed by Ornn. He needs to go top right now, or else he's gonna lose his top tower.
At least he's in the vicinity. If this was URI, he'd be back in base or 5-manning mid lane for some reason. Jax might be the next target here, though. Two people topside.
Negatron cloak, you know. Ornn's very big right now.
Has Jax used his Hextech Gunblade?
I don't even fucking know. I don't think so. I haven't heard the noise.
If he hasn't used it, I just want to say that's a great buy.
Seraph's Embrace completed for the Rise. This Rise is very hard to kill right now.
Apparently he has used his Hextech Gunblade.
Confirmed. Speaking of items that are being built in this game of League of Legends, Jhin building Youmuu's Ghostblade.
Why does he not have a Storm Razor yet?
No Storm Razor, no RFC. A very interesting build. You know, the only reason you go Hail Blades on Jhin is for that big burst with your head. Looks like Ornn's gonna get out. Realm Warp fucking wasted once again.
I just want to say something right now because Box of Stuff's called us low IQ casters. If you've been watching this series for as long as we have, it is very understandable that we've definitely lost some brain cells.
Low IQ casters, Box of Stuff. Well, this is a low IQ game, so why not have low IQ casters as well? Rise is TPing. Ornn has
Good
to
flash there.
out.
TPs from everybody.
TP's everywhere. Yi 1v1 Cam. Cam flashes over the wall. Rage Cage on Jax. Jax is fucking dead.
Ooh, wow, that damage from his W.
Noxus coming out. He misses the ult. Xin Zhao would die here, but he's Xin Zhao.
Oh, wow, this is... What is going on in this fight? And it looks like URI is actually going to lose this fight, as that's a...
Rage Cage comes up.
Ooh, almost an ace. Cam, the last one alive. Curtain Call comes out.
Cam actually just gets fucking 2 kills. Okay, cool.
Alright, so the last one alive is the Pro Jhin. The Jhin that everybody should play like. Down 75 CS, but that's okay because he's the most amazing Jhin we've ever seen.
You know, maybe I was doubting the Youmuu's buy too much. It's just too good. You know?
Imagine how much damage he would have done if he did Storm Razors. I'm pretty sure it would be significantly less than if he had with the Youmuu's.
Anyway, that fight, very good play by Norwich, besides that ending part where they all got wiped by Rise, except Jhin. you know, the Yi was able to really pop off. You know, they fought in a tunnel. Rage Cage came up massively for them. Really good use of their CC that fight.
And the only person with teleport left is Ginger Swag up in the top lane with Jax.
Will he use it ever?
Probably not, because URI is gonna probably lose his bot tower.
Now Baron is up. The next dragon is a second water, so honestly not too big of a deal.
Water
either
Drake,
team.
Keck.
Water Drake, Hyper Law. Storm Razor completed by Jin. That should have been RFC.
Well, at least he is finally gonna be able to do minimal amounts of damage.
Spilled Storm Razor an RFC guy. Like, oh my god.
You know what's funny though is that we just hit the most streamers we've ever had. All right, the most sorry, not most streamers, the most viewers we've had at one time.
Incredible.
And they are watching this, so I would like to apologize to all of our viewers currently.
Not the normal quality of
No, this is normal quality. I just apologize if you came here looking for serious League of Legends gameplay.
you're gonna get a lot of toxicity. Ornn is dancing on them because he knows it's like, alright, these guys are fucking free. Ornn ulti coming out. Who's he gonna hit?
It catches two. The ultimate comes out from Yi.
Oh, that's two
Wow.
side of Norwich.
Yeah, you were right. Now on the defensive, Ginger Swag popping his teleport. Counter Strike comes in. Not gonna hit anybody.
Uri still has the gold lead, which is incredible. But it doesn't matter because they're just getting completely bodied by this engage from Norwich.
Ooh.
They forced the flash.
Sin flashes there. And the curtain call comes out. Ginger Swag gonna be the next one to fall. Karma able to die. Is that gonna be enough? Ooh, the meditate providing enough armor to save him.
By Norwich. Norwich is playing their engage comp beautifully. They're hitting all the good Ornn ults. They are getting all the good engages. URI really needs to figure out how to not get bodied so hard.
And the gold lead swings back over to Norwich.
Like we've been saying, Norwich has basically been in charge of this game for the last 10 minutes, but now the stats actually reflect that.
It's been the entire game. It's just that Jin is down so much in gold, down 100 CS now.
That's gonna be Baron for Norwich, though. So Baron's in a front, or Norwich front position to win this game with the Baron buff. URI really needs to figure out how to stop them. I mean, they need to figure out how to stop this Ornn from just decimating them on the engage. This Ornn Scion, get them to fight. You know, Rage Cage gets put down. Yi just tears up the backline.
Shout out to B Goodies. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out to B Goodies. Shout out to URI having no tanks, like literally no frontline. Xin Zhao kind of counts. Xin Zhao's a frontliner for how long does Volt last? 3 seconds. So we have 3 seconds of frontline from URI and perpetual frontline from Norway.
Xin Zhao. So Powell says that Xin is fucking alpha. Don't need to flash out if I flash in.
The Xin is also feeding.
He was the MVP last game. Don't forget that he did not die at all last game.
Honestly, I wouldn't say that the Xin Zhao is at fault for URI's disadvantaged state here. You know, Ginger Swag losing top lane really opened up Ornn to become a monster this game. You know, they just kept putting Ornn top lane. He kept killing Jax. They kept camping him. They got top lane towers. And then when URI would send people to deal with him, you know, they would just fucking kill them too because Ornn's huge. Speaking of Ornn,
That was a terrible ultimate.
yep, but it gets them bot lane tower, and
They might be caught out here in the rotate.
It could be. This could be URI's chance back into the game. They are going in on the Ornn. Ornn has no ult. Jin is way too far behind in the backline to do anything. Oh, big ultimate by the Scion, however.
Fun fact to the Jin, you have to be inside of Xin Zhao's ultimate circle in order to do damage to him.
Oh, Rage Cage coming in. Is that
Goodbye.
the end of Jack? Goodbye. Night. Have fun with counterplay, dude.
Outplayed.
Well played, Summoner. Now, on the top lane.
Ooh, he catches him. Wow. Look at that damage. And he still walks into the stun field.
This Veigar is very fed, by the way.
Take a
They
look at
actually
top
have,
lane
like-
real fast, though.
Yeah, top lane actually just like before that fight, you know, Ginger Swag was up at the enemy tower, you know, with Minion Wave. Master Yi just invalidates that.
Rapid fire
Yeah.
cannon finally picked up by Jin.
He might actually be a champion now. I doubt it though. You know, haven't really talked about this Veigar. This Veigar is big. He's been getting a lot of table scraps this entire game, you know. Ornn and Master Yi, they go in, you know, they do all the damage. But,
Why
you
does
know,
Ornn have Abyssal Mask?
Oh, I don't know. You know, maybe to help with Veigar damage.
Yeah, but that doesn't
you-
really. You kind of just waste the passive. Reduce damage on subsequent abilities.
That could have been a Righteous Glory, or a Locket, or anything. But you know, they're winning this boosted ass game, so who are we to judge? But yeah, this Veigar, you know, getting table scraps all game, and he's kind of a monster right now. He could literally just point and click kill whoever he wants with the Rage Cage.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Rabadon's Ludens. This guy is very fed. Thankfully, Cam with the Zanyas shouldn't insta-die. But
Yeah.
we shall see.
I fucked that up entirely. You're right. My bad, Jason. I messed up those two icons. I don't play top lane. I don't buy those fucking stupid ass items. You know, everybody has strokes, okay?
See, all the viewers watching, we have pastors who talk to the chat, even if you flame them, you know? Jason's so toxic he got banned, but Aaron still talks to him.
That's right.
Thresh is fucking dead.
Yeah, what a very big overstep
Master
there.
Yi going in, overstep by Master Yi, though, is gonna die. That's
Huge
shutdown
overstep.
gold. Bad Ornn ultimate. Looks like Uri actually comes out on top here.
I'm gonna say on top. They're still playing this game.
That's true. You know, Uri takes out one of the hyper carries for Norwich. Only losing their support in the process. Top
Both.
lane is growing into a big wave. Scion ult, that's looking like a very boosted Scion ult.
Then again, it hits pretty well.
Hits pretty
Veigar's in some bit of trouble here, though. This might be URI's fight getting back into this game.
well. Jack's just gonna take out the Jin real quick.
Oh, dude, did you see that? Did you see the gunblade?
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Boosted Realm Warp. Oh my god.
It was the gunblade that turned that fight.
That was actually a fucking boosted Realm Warp. Holy shit. Alright, URI winning their first fight. This game is Swing City. I have no idea who's gonna fucking win this game. Because basically, as I can see it, it's gonna keep going this way until we hit like 60 minutes and death times are too long for a team to throw.
You
Now-
know, I was asking myself last week, could I watch a game that's worse than URI versus Boston University Game 3? At the time I said no. I'm going to change my answer to yes.
Oh my god. Oh, take notes, Josh. Blue buff given over to Cam. Good on Zac Efron giving that over to Cam.
Yeah, A
Finally
team.
taking that top tower. Jack's probably gonna fucking die for it. He wasted counter strike.
Yeah, what are you using the Counter Strike for?
You know, Sheen procs.
Gotta watch out for those minions, man. Those minions, they hurt.
Those Sheen procs, dude. I don't know. Very boosted counter strike coming out, but what are you gonna do?
Otaku didn't hit the red buff that didn't move with the Q.
Wait.
Interesting.
Looks like Otaku is trying to set up Baron control. Vision score for Norwich, by the way, much fucking better than URI. I still don't think Cheech has built a single pink ward. I'm extremely concerned.
Probably not.
Also, something I have to point out. Don't buy masterwork items before you finish your build.
Wow, what are you talking about, man? You really need
The extra 20 AP for 1,000 gold.
Yeah. Dude, so gold efficient. There's actually two items that are only two items that are gold efficient from Ornn. That's the upgraded Locket and the upgraded Redemption. The only two items that are gold efficient.
Even then, it's still usually better just to finish your build because, you know, you
Oh,
want
yeah.
your other...
By gold efficient, I mean like they're 102% gold efficient.
Yeah.
So like barely.
So very boosted item building coming out from Norwich, but it doesn't matter because this game is just fucking boosted in general. Good lantern by Cheech, keeps him alive. Ornalt coming out, hits just the Zins out. I don't think they're gonna get anything on that. Hook onto the Master Yi, doesn't matter though. Cam's gonna.
Oh wow, that Master Yi is putting out a ton of damage. Vygar now doing some more damage. Hasn't dropped a stun field yet. Ooh, Vygar uses the Zanya's there, and he's gonna fall for that. Zac Efron, the final target, and that's an ace.
That's a two for ace on the side of Norwich.
5 for 2.
I want to point out something integral to this fight. Cam had Zhonya's up.
Oh yeah, he did, huh?
Cam did not have to instantly die that fight.
He just bought a QSS too, so.
What? That's not. Oh no, that's not a video game. Alright. Norwich walking it into the base. They're probably gonna get 2 inhib towers here, honestly.
They could possibly end the game if they all went mid, but they decided to
Not do that.
stall out the game, because that never goes bad.
Giving URI infinite chances back at this game. They're gonna disengage. Probably set up for Baron. Baron and Elder back up. You know, if anything has, if last week's match has taught me anything, it's that, you know, when you say URI's out, they say, no, we're not out. This is our game. We're still playing the game. That's what you said, Aaron.
Yeah.
We're gonna start Baron up.
A comment here from Pal. How are you going to be talking about gold efficiency, but we're flaming Yi earlier for the Yumoing to Wolves?
That E was actually Yomuzik for no reason. Baronet taken for free. URI, however, is going to trade it with the Elder Dragon.
Maybe.
Yes. As a quick, easy Elder Drake for URI. Good map trade by them, in all honesty.
How many stacks does he have?
Decent macro play.
Vygar has 284 stacks on already. Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Vygar's ultimate is currently hitting for about 2,500 damage with the execute.
1,300 ability power.
This Vygar is a monster right now.
So his ultimate, his base ultimate damage is already doing, what is it, 1,300 plus 300, so I think 1,600 damage. Base.
Not even with the execute.
Nope,
So,
and his auto attacks on these towers are going to do probably like 400 or 500.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Lichbane come out, in all honesty.
Ooh, a good hook there, but no follow-up.
Nothing URI can really do. URI has the Elders, so they should be trying to poke out the lanes here. However, super minions in top and mid, they're going to have to deal with it. You know, very difficult situation for URI that they've gotten themselves into.
Yeah, they're going to try to hold on here, though.
The Rage Cage coming out.
Catches
That's
2.
Huge damage. Cheech is dead off of that.
Yeah, he caught 2.
Still up, doing minimal damage.
Ooh, a bad fight here, though, for Norwich. But Norwich turns it around.
Fight for URI. URI piles into the Scion Q. That's looking like it might be game. What can Jack do? Jack eats an ult.
Can't Jack save the game? No, he cannot.
No, he cannot. That's going to probably be game here for URI. And we're going to game 3, boys.
That is really unfortunate.
MVP for this game is definitely the Ornn, who is actually hard carried.
I can't wait to see how many pink wards our team bought.
Can we start 0? Can we get the circus music?
I'll queue up some good playlist songs here for going into this break. Holy crap, that was such a bad game. So somehow URI loses that game.
A real unfortunate, or you know, a real unlucky, but
Unlucky. No, that wasn't.
yeah, unlucky.
Unlucky assumes that we needed luck to win that game. Let's take a look at the damage graphs. Yi doing all the damage, Vygar following up. For URI, it's just Lucian. Jack's putting out minimal damage. Surprise, surprise, with that Gunblade. And let's take a look at the stats here. Let's go all the way down to Vision. So Thresh buys 0 pink wards. URI has a combined total of 8 pink wards. And for the side of Norwich, both Yi and Jin never buy pink wards for a combined total of 7.
Oh my god.
Ward score. Your winner for the Ward score this game is not the. Oh, it actually is the support. Barely. He's got 60. He almost got beaten out by the mid lane Vigar.
Veigar did buy 5 vision wards this game. You know, he tried. At least he tried a little bit.
Yeah. So unfortunately, guys, we're going into game number 3. Hang tight here as we get the lobby set to go. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Want to go anywhere? This is you, the Silver Scrape, going to Game 5. Going to Game 5.
It's even worse than I thought it would be.
fucking love this circus music, dude.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to the... I'm doing air quotes here, I know you guys can't see it. Collegiate game. They were going into game 3 here. Welcome to the circus. Ryan, this has been one hell of a series.
It's been hell.
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah.
It's been hell and a series. I am looking forward to game 3 though. You never know what people are gonna pull out of their pocket next. What kind of fiesta will ensue.
At this point, I think we're reaching real deep in those pockets.
We're reaching real deep in those pockets. I expect an Orin ban on the side of URI, but I also expect the Zac ban to be maintained on the side of Norwich.
Yeah. I'm not sure if either of these... we should do checks on people's... let's see if there's actually enrolled in college. Like, we should do transcript checks, because I don't know who is doing this champ pick ban for either teams, but clearly they both don't. They either A, don't know anything about this game, or B, have been drinking way too much bleach.
Well, you know, Zac ban coming out once again for the NU Gold. You know, very expected ban. Zac did body them game 1.
I'm just gonna leave the circus music on for pick ban, because I think it's appropriate.
The Orin ban, as I expected, coming out for URI. You know, that Orin really fucking just gave it to him last game. So, they're gonna have to keep that away from him.
Yeah, so far, you know, normal picks. I'm wondering if Brand is gonna get left up, though.
Honestly, for URI, Brand might be better to keep up than this fucking Orin. Depends on what they think is the most important ban for them. They might even ban the Vygar, because the Vygar fucking
There it is.
them. That is a terrible ban, but okay, I can understand the logic.
So, I think they're pick Brand here. I think you have to pick Brand here.
I believe they first picked Brand here. Unless they want to take away Thresh from Cheech, who has actually had pretty good games on Thresh both times. No, they're
Leona.
Actually.
Oh, God.
Sion locked in for URI. Once again, they're gonna take away that top lane, hinting Sion.
I gotta turn up this circus music, because this is too much.
This is getting interesting, folks. Now, Sion taken away from NU Gold. Oh, that's gonna be a Tom Kench pick from Frank. Now, I know he's been practicing that, and into Leona Renekton, that might actually be pretty good. You know, just eat away that 80 carry, so, you know, no fun allowed zone.
Yeah, so far I like the picks coming in on URI. And I'm not saying that they aren't meta picks. I'm just saying, first picking Leona, it's a little bit questionable. And yeah, the Renekton into Sion doesn't really make much sense.
It does seem like NU Gold is going for more comfort picks rather than for a team composition. You know, Renekton's been banned. Renekton Leona's been banned away from them each game, so it looks like they had the priority picks onto them.
Galio being locked in now. Now that they see the Brand, I think Galio is a very strong pick here for the mid lane.
Galio is an extremely powerful pick. You know, Galio has very good performance in the Brand. You know, just kind of nullifies his AoE damage. The Yi ban from URI.
If you have to ban Yi, you are the definition of a silver.
And when Yi ban's coming out, I do like URI's team composition so far. A lot of beefy boys to protect their 80 carries and whatever mid laner they choose to lock in. Now, I'm expecting I'm expecting ADC bans on the side of NU Gold. You know, URI has yet to lock theirs in.
Pal, Yi is not broken. If you think Yi is broken, you deserve to be in the rank that you are.
That's true.
Kai's is banned. I don't really know about that ban either. I would have thought they would have banned the Xayah.
Gragas ban going out to the jungler. Looks like they're target banning NU Gold's jungler this time around. They're gonna be cutting him off from Gragas and his Master Yi.
What's the last ban? I'm telling you, I think Xayah needs to be banned here.
I do as well. I think Xayah is just a good round out. No, they leave him open. Oh, but they might pick the Jhin. I don't agree with this.
I think Jhin would be a good pick. I think Jinx would be a better pick, but
This would be a better pick. Uri is, in my opinion, looking for a hyper carry to do a lot of damage.
you know what though? This is actually a good play on URI. Give Jin to the person that can't play Jin.
That's true. You're right. If we learn anything from last game, this Jin is insane because he won't build Storm Razor first. Instead, he went Youmuu's Ghostblade.
Do you think we're gonna see Youmuu's going for Wolves again?
Possibly. Oh, he is going to probably pick the Jin. Let's see it. He does.
He
lock
does.
the Jhin.
There it is, boys. All right, I'm calling this right now. I'm calling the series. This is going to Norwich.
Lee Sin? Oh.
Oh, dude, where's Ben? Get Ben in here. The clean sin.
All right. Last pick for your camp on mid lane. Who are they gonna put him on?
I really hope not Kindred, and they pick Kindred.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm actually dumb. I forgot he picked Galio.
I'm not really sure about this Kindred pick.
Not really much AP damage on the side of URI. Might come back.
No.
To bite.
Yeah.
At the same time, having two very strong hyper carries in the Kindred and the Twitch, surrounded by very beefy, very
I really
Healy boys.
like the Galio pick. I really like the Scion pick. Tom Kench, you know, that could go either way. The Twitch pick I think is good. I don't really understand the Kindred pick.
Honestly, I think this game really does hinge on how well this Kindred does in the early game. If it takes them too long to get online, then URI's comp lacks a lot of crucial damage that it needs, because they're relying heavily on these two people right now to do all the damage. Kindred, Twitch. But we're about to get this 3-minute delay. What do you think, Aaron?
Well, I like what Norwich is going for here, and just judging by the past few games, Lee Sin's had his jungle invaded constantly, and clearly he's shown that he's not able to control his camps and have a proper jungle clear. So I think if Kindred is playing this intelligently, she should be able to pick up some good early stacks onto her that should translate pretty well into late game. I do like Norwich's comp just a little bit better, just because they do have the Renekton, the brand, that are going to be pushing out that damage. Meanwhile, you know, you kind of putting all your eggs into one Twitch-sized basket for URI, that at least Norwich has a few champions that can have the carry potential. Kindred has the carry potential as well, but I think URI is going to be focusing most of their gold onto Twitch.
Hopefully, and of course, you can't ever forget about that ever-present meta menace, Inting Scion. URI should have the side lanes on lock this game, you know, into Brand, Renekton. You can't really beat Galio Scion with those characters. I mean, these are two like very globally threatening champions. You know, Galio just has heroic entrance.
Ryan,
Scion
you gotta
just
talk
has-
louder, bro.
Scion is an inter, so you know. Hopefully we see some more macro plays from URI.
Yeah, I even last game we saw some struggles on the red side. Now that URI is on the red side as well, so they're going to struggle with the side lanes, because it seems like the red side's always been struggling with the side lanes. But it seems like macro's not winning anybody any games.
Yeah. Who needs macro when you can just hit tower? Hit enemy team ARAM.
And I'm noticing that there's no ignite coming in on the side of Norwich as well, so that's interesting to note.
The exhaust did work out fairly well for them last game. I can see the ignite being very decent into Tom Kench. You know, Tom Kench eats Twitch, you exhaust the Tom Kench, and then you basically get a slow on to both of them.
All right, Ben, I want you to take some notes on this guy's Lee Sin, because I have a feeling you're going to learn some new builds, some new build paths.
Clean Sin incoming. Thank you, Poop16.
All right, just about 25 seconds left, and we're going to be getting into Game 3 here. URI took Game 1. I want to say decisively, but it wasn't that decisive. Norwich took Game 2 decisively, and Game 3, both sides looking to finally close out this series with the first win for URI, or keep their undefeated streak going for Norwich's gold team.
Now we're gonna hop right into it once the game actually loads.
Oh man, I am really hungry.
Well, it'd be like that.
Yeah, you know, I thought this series would be over in an hour or two. 3 hours later. Feels bad. These games have been pretty long too.
These have been decently long. Now, the
somebody's-
first fleet footwork of the. I think the first fleet footwork of the entire like set is currently on Karma right now. I don't agree with it. I think fleet footwork's fine, but when you're Twitch and you're a hypercarry, you really want either lethal tempo or press the attack.
I think
in all
Lethal
honesty.
Temple is really good on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely.
Tom Kench picking up Guardian, Galio with Aftershock. Kindred press the attack. Scion with Grasp. Yeah, just fairly standard stuff going on. I guess the only thing that's not even that bad, but you know, Twitch has fleet footwork. That's okay.
You might just, having a little bit of sustain and mobility in lane.
Yeah, that's not that
Never-
bad. That's not bad.
Never hurts. We're gonna hop right into it.
As soon as this game loads for real, though, it does separate loading phases.
Yeah, it's gotta fake you out a couple times before it can hit you with the real game.
Anytime now? Alright. Welcome to Game 3, everybody. Who do you think is going to win Game 3? Do you think it's going to be URI? Do you think it's going to be Norwich? Or do you think it's going to be our mystery selection? Everything but our IQ. And both sides doing standard defenses so far. Norwich has the better invade potential. The ward
Oh,
goes
look,
down
they
in the
are-
pixel bush, but
He's stepping up? Nope.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Pinging the Kindred is URI.
pal, I always gotta pick the mystery selection. So far, a 50-50 split between URI and everything but our IQ.
Let's go URI.
Minions
Let's go
have
our IQ.
spawned.
I hope our IQ wins a little bit on this one.
Oh, okay. They see the brand.
Yep, Brandon spotted out. I think he might be baiting here a little bit.
Just a tad. Just a teeny bit.
Some good guitar licks coming out. Get it? Guitar licks? Haha. Thank you, everybody. My caster quality is now on the side of freaks. And the first attack yet to go out. Oh, and there it is. Right on
There
brand.
it is. Brand, dude. Just a champion that exists in League of Legends. Does a lot of damage.
I
early
gotta-
game, does a lot.
Gotta fix these a little bit off to the side here. There we go. That's better.
Ooh, Zac Efron getting pretty lucky. They go straight from blue to topside scuttler. It is the one that is marked, thankfully for them. So they're just gonna pick that up. Oh, but they might be contested. Do they
Yeah.
have smite? Yes, they do. They have smite, so they should be
Ooh,
getting
Kindred
it.
gets it.
But they are fighting double buff Lee Sin.
Skirmish. Ooh.
Flash that.
Ooh, she's able to pick it up. Wow, very well played there.
Very poorly played by Lee Sin. He had flash up and red buff.
He did, but you know, I have to give it to Zac Efron there with the kite. It's a very close fight, and he picks off a stack off the scuttle. So
That's gonna be an early lead for the Kindred, who basically has to be ahead in order for URI
And it
to
seems-
win this game.
seems like Brain doesn't actually care that he's playing against a Galio because he is destroying him in mid lane right now.
Again, no corrupting pot for anyone, even though it's a broken item.
All
That's gonna be
right,
a nice chunk of damage, disconnecting things.
a little bit of a skirmish going on top lane. Some good damage on both sides. Knock him down to half health. Slight advantage on to Renekton just because he doesn't have to worry about mana. Gotta love those manaless champions. Galio finally picking up those AP shields as well, so should be reducing the damage there, just a tad.
Oh, mark taken. Unfortunate mark onto the Gromp. You know, that's never a mark you want to get early game as Kindred. There are way better ones to get, like first
Ooh,
Scuttler.
Cam's dead here.
It's gonna be first
Cam's
blood.
dead here.
Oh.
Oh, it's not first blood because first blood's already been taken. But yeah.
Oh, I'm actually done. But yeah, Cam just barely living through that.
Potion saved him, I think.
Yeah, I think it did. He's gonna TP back to lane though. You know, a bit annoying, but not too bad. He is gonna buy some health pots and a pink ward. Let's fucking go.
Wow, looks like URI's turned over a new leaf. Ginger
URI
Swag,
does.
ooh, takes a bit of poke, but Mediso
Wins
takes
that
him
trade.
back.
Kindred, Jack Efron, you know, moving in on this Renekton. No wards. Renekton's probably dead here, and that's probably another mark for Kindred.
He's got flash.
Oh, but red buff. Yeah, that's it. That's a third mark for Kindred. This Kindred is actually hyperscaling already.
Yep, 4 minutes, and she has 3 stacks already. Very good for Kindred.
Oh, one more mark on the Rift Scuttler. That's the mark you want to get. Bot lane is pushing. Yes, they should be pushing.
And they are desperately trying to. Lee Sin's in the area, but the Galio going to be getting some of that vision control of the Scuttler.
Very nice. URI's playing the start of this game much cleaner than the start of their other games. They seem to have found a new groove. Looks like Zac Efron's just gonna walk down bot. Take the Scuttler.
Not surprisingly though, look at Jin CS already down 14
Ooh.
CS at 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yikes.
And now Kindred
No.
in the area for that 5th
Juicy,
stack.
juicy mark. That's gonna be the 4th mark already, by the way.
Or
So
4th mark, yeah.
That's extra attack range, attack damage, attack speed on some of their
Can't take
attacks.
some damage.
This is a very strong Kindred right now.
Okay, Kindred 4 stacks, and she's just gonna go back to farming her jungler. She's gonna be strong as hell when it comes to skirmishing.
Do you want to talk about Demon Tealizer right there?
Where was it used? Top side?
Yes, but not on the cannon.
What did he use it on?
Random minion. So he's gonna miss cannon actually,
Huh.
because he didn't use it. Very interesting play by the Scion. You know, he's doing it for the extra damage onto melee minions for later in the
Ooh,
game.
Otaku. Oh, he's got you in there. Mediso putting out some good damage on the
Level
Ginger
6
Swag.
Needs to be careful.
Cheech misses the tongue slap. And bot lane's gonna go back here. Twitch going back with 1600 gold in his pocket. That should be a BF sword. And probably a dagger or tier 1 boots. Oh no, he's actually gonna get the cutlass, so he's gonna go the Bork. Ginger Swag took a lot of damage there.
When you're playing against Renekton, you gotta be
Whoa. Hold the fucking phone.
Whoa!
Breaking news.
all across on URI.
Breaking news. For the first time, Frank has bought a pink ward. Everybody, let's give him a round of applause.
Not just Frank, literally everyone on URI who went back to base has bought a pink ward, except Scion, who understandably hasn't gone back to base and wouldn't buy a pink ward. Very good stuff from URI, playing the macro game. You know.
Do I dare say that they're learning?
Possibly. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far yet. Galio has Catalyst of the Catalyst of Aeons, so you know, going to be very sustaining in lane. Exactly what he wants to be with that ultimate.
Sustaining, I like that word. Mediso putting down some more damage onto the Scion. He's got some good poke there, and because of that, he's up almost double the CS.
Let's hope no one gets flame gated this game.
Galio spotted out invading. Brand is there to contest, but Cam just so fucking tanky.
The bot lane is roaming up to help with that.
It's gonna be a fight over this pink ward, I think, and try.
Oh, Karma very overextended, but it doesn't matter because Tom Kench is a champion in League of Legends. They're gonna cleanly disengage off that. But now they don't have it for this possible brand roam, which should get spotted out by this ward.
It
They
should.
see it. I think they see it. No, they don't
no,
see it.
they don't see it, and he's not going back. Well,
Nope.
Twitch is
sees
going
it.
back,
Twitch should
but
be fine here.
not Tom Kench.
Twitch pops
Ooh,
the
Tom
ultimate.
Kench gonna
Black-
survive.
They could turn.
Ooh, Twitch is
Kindred
dead.
Also here, very strong Twitch. Very strong.
Kindred's strong, but she's taking a lot of damage. Stun goes out. Ult is
She has the
popped.
ultimate.
She got another stack off that as well.
Ooh,
And she's
Brand
gonna
not
get
able
the
to
kill.
into the ult on time. That's gonna be a double kill on Yuri. You know, very messy, not recognizing the brand roam, but it doesn't matter because Yuri has 4-man.
A 5th stack now on the Kindred. Watch Lisa in here though on the top side. Kindred has nothing to follow up, but Cheech gonna scare him away.
With the mark. Now, Yuri did play that poorly. You know, they should have seen that flank coming with the ward. They did not. However, that 4-man positioning from the Galio and from the Kindred, you know, they're playing to the strengths of their comp.
Yeah, and you're already gonna be picking up this dragon here basically free. Lee Sin is in the area, but not gonna be close enough to miss smite there. Kindred's still gonna pick that up.
Gonna take that Scuttler also. Nice bit of gold on their side.
Okay, is she gonna pick up the Scuttler? Yeah, she finally does. Medusa wants to fight. He's got a decent opportunity here. Tries to get in front of Ginger Swag just so he can't ult out, but now Medusa notices that the Scion is in front of him, so he has to back off here, or risk putting out damage that he's only gonna avoid by ulting out. And Yuri is only gonna ramp up their damage here. Their hyper carries are doing very well, especially Kindred. 5 stacks at 10 minutes.
Right now, this Twitch has a 60,000, or not 60,000, Jesus. They have a 600 gold lead over their Jin, and the Kindred almost has a 1,000 gold lead over the Lee Sin. So they are doing very well for themselves right now.
Diesel finally taking some damage back from that Scion. Scion's slowly becoming a tank. Finish up those tabbies. Preventing a lot of that Scion
Here
damage.
comes Brand again. They do see him this time, thankfully.
They see him, but look at up top. Zac Efron and Lee Sin gonna be fighting again. He kicks her out, knowing how strong she is
Disengage.
currently.
The
It's
disengage.
turned on to Scion, and it seems like a miscommunication. The
that's
TP
a
comes out.
TP from Galio. That's gonna be a kill on the Lee Sin.
That's actually a good TP.
Flashed out way too
Ooh.
late. Big taunt. That's probably gonna be a kill onto Renekton, maybe.
No, I think the TP is going to scare him away. So a good TP there from Brand. The ultimate is available. Gets a
bit
good
late,
stun.
however.
Ooh,
They
that's,
should be able to clear this wave with Brand, with no sweat. But I think that should be Reptailed for Yuri.
yeah, very good play there from Yuri. I actually like the teleport that they used, and a very late teleport there from the Brand, but I was
Not
in time to
completely worthless.
yeah, not
Just-
completely worthless. It definitely scared Yuri off of the Tom Kench.
Now this is a low IQ play from.
Ooh, is he gonna have enough? No, he's not.
NU Gold, very low IQ play there. You know, overextending. This Kindred is very, very strong. This Galio is very tanky. You know, you can't skirmish like this. You
And
gotta give Yuri the respect they deserve right now.
Yuri, the Kindred, Zac Efron, used his emote there. That's not allowed, so he's gonna get yelled at after this game. You're not supposed to use emotes in collegiate play because it's disrespectful.
We're gonna have to delete the entire VOD now, so that way
It's not.
When you
It's
go, it
not.
doesn't
You get a
happen.
warning first, but Jason,
being
you gotta
toxic.
take notes of that. They're not allowed to do
yeah,
that.
Jason, don't be toxic, okay? Don't be like Jason. Don't get actually banned.
Emotes are part of the game, but they're not allowed to be used in collegiate play.
I do feel for Ben. Shoutouts to Ben. You know, can't emote. His favorite thing to do in League of Legends, can't do it in college games, which is unfortunate. Suat.
I'm still gonna talk to him about it because you're not supposed to use masteries. You're not supposed to use any type of emotes in collegiate play again. So doesn't matter who he is in sight of. It's the university's reputation's on the line when players do that.
Oh, Josh, take notes, dude. Every time, dude. Consistent blue buff giving to the mid laner. It's so easy. It's
Yeah,
easy to
Powell,
get.
that's why you're not on the collegiate team and you never will be again. Mediso putting out some good damage onto the Scion. Scion, though, has ultimate, and he now has the priority to ult if he needs to get out.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk away.
Ooh, Kindred
maybe getting caught out.
Yeah, she's going to be taking a bit of damage there from the Brand. Brand finally starting to ramp up. He's going to be getting that Leandry soon. Ginger swag, though. Look at him. Oh, he's going to crash right into his tower. Misstep there, but
Well,
Renekton
you know,
did not expect it, and neither did I. So it's all
it
good.
doesn't matter. Oh, Renekton playing up very far. I don't think this is smart from him. Kindred's already roaming up. They're gonna grab red buff. And Galio's coming top
ooh.
too. Oh, but bot lane actually. The Brand flanking.
And is he gonna get the? He's gonna get the stun out, but it's
Stun,
not
but-
gonna be enough.
Yeah, Tom Kench, very, very strong tanky
Mediso's
boy.
dead.
Is that gonna be the taunt? That's gonna be the flash taunt. That's gonna be a kill secured.
Another
Onto
stack.
the Renekton. Yet another stack. And top lane prio. That's probably gonna be Rift Herald.
That is stack number 7 at 14 minutes. She's keeping up this one stack per 2 minutes.
For bot lane.
But bot
she
lane-
could ult here to
Bot
clear
lane-
the way, but
No,
bit
bot lane's
too
falling.
little too late though.
First tower goes over to Norwich.
Oh, spits him out into the Leona.
There is nobody to follow up, though. Seems like their team didn't get the memo. Waiting for this Brand ultimate here, but I'm not... Brand already used the ultimate. Never mind.
Okay, that's gonna be one kill going over to URI. Kill going over to NU Gold. Kindred's probably gonna get another mark here. Galio ulting in.
The Twitch is still burning down from that Scion burn.
Good
For
thing Galio
Brand
ult.
burn. Not
I
Scion.
think he would have died if Galio didn't ult.
Yeah. For sure.
Kindred's gonna get another mark here on the Wolves. Very good for them. They are now sitting at 8 marks. Good God.
8 marks at
Kindred
15 minutes.
This Kindred's auto range right now is does not say.
Yeah, I don't think you can see it unless you're actually playing the champion and hit C.
Well, I believe it's 75 plus 25, so 100 plus 550 is now 650,
And
which
it's
is
gonna be
absolutely insane on Kindred.
this is gonna be a fight for this dragon too. Doesn't seem like NU Gold wants to give it up, but they will because they don't really have a choice. And that's gonna be a
Brand's probably gonna die.
ooh.
So,
That's some good damage there on the Brand too. I'm actually really surprised at how little Lee has been doing in this game.
it's a very difficult character. Channeling the Rift Herald mid, don't know about that one, Chief.
Has been destroyed.
They could maybe get mid tower here with it. Probably not though.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. Yeah, okay. Not a complete waste. Oh, Galio.
Oh, Gallia with a very questionable engagement there. He gets a
Oh,
3-man taunt!
Jesus.
And now we
And
see the top lane.
Oh, Cheech is just gonna steal that kill. Oh man, this Kindred is walking over them.
Oh, and there's the press the attack
Oh,
stacks, and it's over.
He is very bad. Oh, the ultimate Kindred. Oh,
Perfect
very
ultimate
well
from
done.
Kindred. Wait, this is all,
very good ult by Kindred. Not a solo Q ult. That was actually a good ult. Zac Efron playing very well this game.
yeah, he definitely. I don't know. Game 2 must have been a fluke for URI because URI is playing this very cleanly. Zac Efron brought back his Zac proficiency in Game 1. He says, "I want the MVP award."
He said, "I can play carries too."
Game 2 was just a prank, guys. 10
Yeah.
stacks at 17 minutes.
He just wanted more screen time on the URI_LOL stream. Top lane gonna get disengaged because it's Tom Kench. Nice sidestep of the E.
Ooh, TP
That's
comes
the
out here.
coming out from Galio.
And
Looks like they might make a push for this top tower with that TP.
Norwich has the time to respond to this, though. URI finally with some good wave control, sending Twitch down to the bot lane.
URI might be going, or Norwich might be going for mid tower here with the Jhin and the Brand. That means no carries top lane. This should be pretty free for URI, but looks like they're not going for it.
It seems like Otaku is not communicating with his team properly. Always seems to be engaging, and now we're having a fight in the top side.
Big taunt.
Wow.
This Galio does a lot of damage, guys.
Gallia does a lot of damage, and Mediso just gets shredded also by the Scion. Kindred taking a bit of damage herself, but that doesn't Wow, that was a 500 damage crit. Galio gonna fall though here topside. And now Ginger Swag is the next target. And they ended up turning that fight.
Does he have ult? He has ult soon. Oh, he goes
Wow.
back in. Not gonna work out.
Tom Kench, a wild Tom Kench and Twitch appears though. And they're gonna turn this fight once again. This is a very extended fight on both sides. And URI is gonna come out on top.
Yeah.
So URI has a
It's still a-
huge gold lead though.
Still a fiesta. Not a clown fiesta, though.
I mean, I think URI is improving a lot here. I think they're making a lot better calls. Jack's playing
Better
very
macro.
well. Kindred
Much
is
better
playing
macro
amazing.
play.
Yes, I agree.
Micro and macro play. Honestly, micro play I thought was already kind of there from game 1, but the macro play has improved significantly with all the TPs and the large ult. This is a thinking emoji from Zac Efron.
Is
Doesn't
it though?
matter, 'cause Top 10 should eat him. Oh, he jumps out of his own ult.
That's unfortunate.
That's a huge bounty, by the way. On the Kindred. That is... Oh, it doesn't say, damn.
No, it says in chat, but you gotta. It's kind of broken right now. So the spectating tool's broken. You can't actually click anything to disable the target selecting.
Regardless, big bounty on that Kindred. Honestly, if they just stay in the ult, Tom Kench could have eaten them. Unfortunately, communication was not there. Looks like this Renekton's about to get dove. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
and
Renekton is overextended.
there's the collapse
Oh,
onto him.
Good catch with
Might have a chance to get back here though. He has some decent health. He pops the ultimate and goes to safety. He's got backup here coming in.
Yeah, he's got the Leona and Brand. But URI looks like they're going to try to get control of the Baron area while it's happening bot lane.
Ooh, the hook goes on to Cam, but it's a tank. So
It's a Galio, so...
looks like they're really going on this.
Is coming in from the back line, though. That's a kill on the Galio, but here's the flanking Twitch. He does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Twitch just shreds him through. Brand picks up the double kill though. And before he is going to fall to Ginger Sweat. Oh, don't fall to Twitch.
Flash over the wall. Very thinky emoji play. Doesn't really matter, though. He's very fed. And Tom Kench exists.
Mediso, Karma might be in a little bit of trouble here if Mediso and that's unfortunate get on the same page, but they don't, and Karma picks up the kill. Some good kiting there by Cheech, keeping his carry alive.
Also, solo kill onto the Lee Sin by the Kindred mid lane. So that's going to be in him most likely. They're going to dive this. They're not going to dive that.
Kindred's still at 10 stacks, so she hasn't got a stack in a little bit. Should be able to pick up a stack on the way.
Honestly,
No.
10 stacks is more than most people even get in 30-minute games, so this Kindred is doing wonders right now.
Yeah, Kindred's playing very well. URI's playing very well overall.
Both
A,
hyper
com
carries 8-1.
a complete flip of last game.
Definitely. It's URI's game to lose right now. 8,000 gold lead seems pretty small, but honestly,
The
URI...
Third Infernal Drake on those hyper carries. That's gonna hurt. It's
If
easily
this game
secured.
gets to the point where Elders are up, and I don't think it even will, but if it does, that's a very scary Elder Dragon for URI. Triple Infernals.
URI has their sights now on this bot lane. They have the pressure in the mid lane from the inhibitor going down, send the Galio up to the top lane, so their macro is on point right now. Easily
Look at
picks up
gold.
that tower.
I feel like a gold. Twitch almost has 4,000 more than Jin, and same with the Kindred to the Lee Sin.
The Ignite
They're
goes out.
absolutely bodying the competition. Kindred has breached 10k. Twitch is about to breach 10k gold, whereas the highest amount of gold on NU Gold is like 7,500, 7,600.
We're gonna see a fight here in the bot lane though, and this is Norwich's fight. Good damage brought onto Cheech. Cheech is gonna fall. Nobody gonna fall back. Ooh, Otaku up top fighting 3. So it's reversed. Both sides trade 1. Oh, Kindred actually picks up the double kill.
Lee Sin was also there, and he also fell to the Kindred, who was just absolutely decimating on this game.
This should be inhib number 2 and possibly game. They have the minions to end it.
I wouldn't say game death times are still too short. There is no Scion or Tom Kench. Unless Scion TPs right now. Yeah, they're gonna pull off. They're probably gonna set up for Baron soon.
URI playing very well here as we near the 24-minute mark. URI is looking towards Baron, 2 inhibitors down.
Ooh,
No vision from Norwich anywhere in sight.
they're gonna start Baron.
And this is a really good call. Not any vision is on that top side jungle. Kindred is just insane right now. Brand is going to try to do something about it. He
It's
puts
gonna
out
be
some
big
good
for Brand.
damage,
They're gonna grab it.
but
Yeah.
not going to be enough.
Brand didn't have ult. If he did, that could have been really good, but unfortunately, he did not.
You gotta remember,
Very big gold lead. 12k right now for URI. Absolutely insane how much they're crushing in this game compared to the last 2 games.
I mean, you can even see the gold differential in the support alone. Tom Kench up almost entire item. He is up an
But
entire item.
Oh, and he doesn't buy pink, so we're back to square one.
Oh, no, he's
he's
going
going
back,
back.
he's going
Wait.
back.
Wait. No way.
No.
Oh, we're this close. No. No. Damn it. I thought we were getting blue buffs.
Let's look at Jack's current ward score of 3, though. What a legend. It is 25 minutes, and this man has put down 3 wards.
Let's go, Jack. It's also that means he's not cleared any either.
Fun fact, all keyboards
Wait.
come with a 4 key.
I gotta say, NU Gold really playing weirdly to try to get back in this game. I mean, Dustblade on Lee Sin really makes you think. However, Jin is not trolling with his build anymore. Oh, Jin's just dead though.
Wow. Almost immediately blown up there by the 2 hyper carries.
Doesn't matter if you're building the build you're supposed to anymore. You're gonna die instantly, cause this fucking Twitch and Kindred are so huge.
Cyan taking a little bit of damage, but Brand is really weak right now compared to the rest of the team.
Why do you think there's a Dustblade on this Lee Sin?
I think it's a desperation call. And there's more emotes. That one insight at the other team.
A lot of people getting banned because of this series. Oh, that's a kill. That's another mark.
No, they're not going to get banned. They're just
And-
going to get yelled at.
That's 12 marks for the Kindred. That is now, I think, 675 range on their auto attacks. Absolutely insane for Kindred.
She doesn't have ultimate, though. Oh, she does have ultimate. Twitch
Oh.
ult's here, but...
Twitch ult, doesn't.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Just destroyed the enemy team. Kindred ult's on. No one's gonna die. That's game
5 for
URI.
0 ace. You're
Very
right.
dominating game by URI B team, making Game 2 look like a complete prank. Game 3, a complete stop for URI B. Well done.
Indeed, well played there by URI. Good comeback in this series. They were not deterred at all by Game 2. Game 2 was simply just a fluke. And we have to give away an MVP award. And I think I think you and I are going to be picking the same people.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to give that to Zac Efron. Like, I was thinking of making a joke, but honestly, Zac Efron really played out of his mind those games. Game 2 fell behind a bit on the Xin Zhao, couldn't really pull it out, but Game 2 was just pretty bad all around. Game 1 and 3 though, he really played out of his mind. I mean, the CC from Zac in Game 1, all the 4-man ults, 5-man ults, just big early game pressure with the ganks too. And then Game 3, he really pulled it off on Kindred. I mean, getting the early kills, getting the early ganks, transferring that in the late game, getting objectives when they were up. Just really dominant play from Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron clearly taking the MVP award for the series. He carried the first game almost entirely on his back, with a lot of. He was down in a lot of team fights, so it was like 2v4 or 2v3, and those ultimates were coming in clutch. Game 2 was just a hiccup for the entire team, but Game 3 he came back strong, picking up, 12 stacks in 26 minutes. That's insane.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
And
never happened.
before we leave you for the day, after URI has won, let's just take a look here at how many wards they had placed. So Jack finishing the game with just 1 pink ward, 4 wards placed, so he got a total of 5 wards being placed, so good on him. 4 wards in 26 minutes, that's definitely the goal here.
We made it.
So thank you guys all for watching this amazing series. Next game will probably be on Saturday with URIA, unless there's any issues, which hopefully there will not be. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel to watch all of our collegiate games. Thank you, Ryan, for helping me cast this game, and we will see you on Saturday. Any insights on your game tomorrow, though?
It won't be streamed. That might be a good thing. URI is known for Clown Fiestas, but honestly, good to see URI be winning. Hopefully, we can take all the good things they did and put that in our game and avoid all the bad things.
Sure, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.